Welcome to Mythic Showdown, season number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be the 2-0 brackets. These are the teams which have 0 losses in a long while, so which means that these are the teams we have up in the best in this tournament so far, especially into the Swiss stage. So it's gonna be important that they'll be able to find their winning place here into their last rumble, because mind you, 3 wins in a row will be able to help you qualify for the round robin. So I'm gonna be here today, casting alongside me. It's gonna be Jeff, and we will be directly bringing you all into the drafting phase.
Oh my, exactly, Debbie. I mean, these teams having just one more win, going to the round robin. Oh man, they are actually excited here, and this is going to be a decider match of them as well. Let me tell you, both the teams here, they know each other way too well right now, and they have been playing against each other for a way too long time. And speaking about it though, as we are instantly coming into the banning section, you can see Lancelot and Farsa being banned from the side of Team Sacred Shrine and from the side of Team Elutivity. It's going to be YSS, and yes, this BO3 series, Debbie, I'm really excited. I hope this goes for a whole 3-game match here.
Exactly. Best of 3 series are one of the most important ones because, to be honest, best of 3s are very good for both teams here most of the time. So let's see how they'll be able to fare well into this, because Lapu Lapu usually taken away by the side of Elusivity, and we have Lancelot, and the Farsa also removes a very fast. I think this is where they really want to take away the early momentum. But for the blue side, this is usually a red side ban. But I feel like, Jeff, Farsa usually don't get banned in this current patch. But Senju, it has to do something with that guy. Why Sacred Shrine ban away the Farsa?
I mean, the Rooster, if you ask me, I've seen that it's going to be Crisis in the jungle and Ori on towards the gold lane with Shenzo on the EXP now. I'm sure because I haven't been keeping up with them.
It won't happen. It has to be Madara, Shenzo mid, Kari onto the XP side, Godspin into the jungle, Crisis into the mark side. Because, this is a serious one, right, Jeff? I don't think they will want to change out into the lane because there's always an comfort too. And we have to mind you that Secret Shrine is the best that we have so far into this tournament, so you do not really want to mess around with that too. But look at the ban though. Hayabusa actually taken away, so might be a target ban for Godspeed, right? Because usually when you see these dive, it's more onto the latest spaces. But Kimi though, it's a very important ban.
I mean, that's true, because especially again on the hands of Bid here, Kimi is a really ruthless hero, just running around, grabbing kills upon kills, which is really untargetable hero at the same time. But we'll have to give it to, what do we call it, Shenzu as well, for playing on towards that Kimi really well. But on top of that, he also plays Lilia on basis when it really requires. And against this utility meta that is coming around, Lilia is going to be a really amazing hero once he masters that. But as of now, we'll be coming into the picks here, and instantly Esmeralda. So the Lapu Lapu band kind of went for a waste here because already picked off on towards that Esmeralda, while Shenzu is hovering on the Eve. But I'm a big fan of Eve straight off the bat here.
I think, Esmeralda has a fun lot of importance into the side of Secret Shrine because it can be played by Romcom. Either Romcom or Fate, it can be really working well too, so that's definitely something that they can focus on. It's still a safe first pick, but to be honest though, I feel like most of the first pickable heroes have been banned away, so it kind of put them in a position where they had to go for a little bit of a comfort. Bossa first pick alongside Elite here. This is a total blast combination, and it's gonna be slowing down the opponent so far. And I really like a Basha against the Esmeralda because it kind of slows down the heal potential that the Esmeralda can put onto the table. To be honest, Jeff, I think Basha is still gonna be a flex pick gonna do for the side of Lucidity.
I mean, right now, if it's hovering on towards Madara, it can still be a flex because it can be played on towards that jungle lane, and it's going to be really amazing as well. But as of now, if you'll be asking me, I think maybe if they actually give it on towards the jungle and pick other hero, like if they want to go for it, they can also pick a Minotaur for the healing. At the same time, he can also play out that same role. So that's a really good hero if they want to play around that. But Right now, it's Sacred Shrine who are playing on towards that rock here, following up with that Arlot. The final slash here as well as a tectonic charge combo is going to be really brutal here, especially knowing that it's going to be an Esmeralda on the gold lane or a Arlot on the gold lane, depending on who they are going against right now.
Honestly speaking, without the presence of the Kimia or even the Yixunshin, I don't think Arlon could be something I like, right? Because most of the time, I would want to see Arlon into the XP side, but it's still going to be a little bit of a flex because every fighter is flex at this point. The CC coming
Oh,
in, so yet again, I think Sacred Shrine, they kind of read this so well. They already picked away the Arlot so that they'll be able to have a winning lane. So wherever the CC goes, the Arlot will be going, so that's a no-brainer. But on to the other hand though, I think for elusivity, they still have the chances to bend away the jungle for one Satoru. But then,
when they do.
three of the assassins are gone. Okay, there we go. But the Fanny was the only viable option. So 4 jungles already removed, one already taken, the Basha still 8 legs. So because I feel like Godspeed is more versatile when it comes to the assassin rather than the utility, so there's no say. But Secret Shrine, what can they ban here? Should they ban out another utility or do they want to focus on the gold lane side?
I mean, as of now, they are still lacking in the marksman here, and I guess a Granger can work out in this scenario, but it's going to be a really rare scenario because he will need a lot of time to be having the scaling on his items. And right now, they have a Arlot. At the same time, they have a Grok who can mark down the backlines pretty easily without any issues with the final slash flicker combo, as well as a tectonic chart. So I don't think so. A marksman would be a reliable pick here because it will need a lot of protection. So I guess utility will be a much better option. But as of now, it's going to be the Phobias that will be banned off so that the Arlot not be getting countered. But at the same time, I guess they should actually just ban out the Nathan here because a Nathan can actually code up onto it magic damage if they are making sure that the Eve be there, but at the same time, if they want a little bit extra on towards that magic damage, they can actually with that Nates in here. But let's see what they're going on against though. But what do you think about it, Debbie?
I'm pretty sure it could have been, a hero lead, but they banned away the Elise, so that's kind of a hero that you want to remain. So there's no saying. I don't even see Masadoro playing any kind of slow-moving heroes into the jungle. Godspeed do play the Basha, so maybe there's a possibility that EDT can play the Basha into the jungle, take out a completely different damage dealer onto the bot lane side and put the CC into the XP too. That is a very good option. But the fact that they ban away the Lumos, I feel like they could also come through with another Herrick into the gold lane. But this is the versatility of the meta, right?
Oh,
There's always something. There's always a fighter coming through. There's always a gold lane like the marksman's coming through. But Tamus, huh? Wow, that is
oh
something
man.
I did not expect.
Wait, huh? Are we expecting a Tamus
What?
on the jungle here?
Nah, I think it's more likely to be the jungle. Honestly speaking,
I
XP
mean,
Tamus.
I guess he gets gapped in the EXP lane right now. Oh man, this is so confusing. What are they doing here?
I'm really ready for what they are doing here because when we talk about Tamus, it brings chaos. I've never seen Crisis, Godspeed, either of them into the Thamus. I do see Corey Cutie playing the Thamus, so they can also be into the XP side, but we'll never know
Oh, man.
because that was what they want to go for. Secret Shrine with the last pick onto the Joy, that is a utility into the mid side as well, and another magic damage into the jungle. That was the last option that they have, with every assassin possibility being banned away. The Joy was the only choice that he could go for. It was either the Link or the Joy, and you do not want to play the Link in this current patch, and definitely against the Bosch. Yeah, man, come on. But hey, it's still a flex, right? Dare I say? Because I feel like it can be a jungle Tamush, an XPCC, and a Rombasha. What is this?
But oh, I'm not sure. Wait, I think a Tamus on the EXP and a Baksha on the road. Man, there's so yeah, it is a Baksha on the
Wait.
jungle. EXP
Okay.
Tamus.
Alright,
Okay.
that's true. So does this mean that it's gonna be Arlot into the gold side for a Sacred Shrine? It has to, right? Because they need to have at least one winning lane. That can be enough.
Hmm. I
Elusivity, man.
mean,
Lyric for Joy, right? Last week. You know, most of the time if we talk about the defensive draft, it's mostly Sacred Shrine who have the difference in the chaos into the draft. But this time it's elusivity instead. And I am saluting the vast amount of hero pool, especially into the XP side. Who would have thought? But look at the lineup, Jeff. It's definitely going to be the CC into the bot lane side, Corey Kitty onto the farmers, and of course, not. It's gonna be Arlott into the XP lane, so that's something that I like about Super
mm,
Shy Man. They don't play the Arlott into the goal. You never play Arlott into the goal. I hate that.
oh man, Fate does not like playing Arlott in the gold lane, I guess. But anyways, it's going to be Crisis on the gold lane, and with this, guys, we'll be jumping into the land of Zon in a few minutes, and this is going to be the Mythic Showdown, the 2-0 second on the Swiss stage, and whoever wins this BO3 proceeding on towards that round robin match. And anything else you want to talk about this draft? Because right now, I'm at a wow right now. Just looking into that Thamus on the EXP side, that's really new thing in the competitive series right now.
I think Thomas is definitely new for the tournament, never into the ranked phases because there's always been a popularity of Thomas. But you know, when you talk about Thomas, you want to play with the mini heroes, so that's definitely being ticked on, checked by EVT. But the last pick was something that was surprising me, the Belleric. Of course, we know that the Belleric was used as a direct counter for the Joy when it first appeared, but he hasn't been able to find success all across the board because the Joy was just too fast enough. So this time around, it's going to be into the hands of Madara whether he will be able to answer to the plays coming through from Vata Photo, or is it gonna be him being going for the set rather than focusing onto the matches here. So let's see how they will be able to figure it out with different kind of draft, chaotic even, and very very different that we have seen so far. Each of their own characteristics. We are gonna be heading into the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. We have Sacred Shrine going against EVT into this best of three series. At the start, we are going to be seeing them unmovable, but still, that was definitely something of a draft that is flabbergasting us.
Exactly. I mean, I guess Corey, I mean, if he's playing Thamu, mm, be asking me the side of Team Sacred Shrine. Right now, they don't have enough, not enough, but I would be saying the two of the heroes that don't have the mobility right now be having a little troubleshooting issues from Corey, especially his sustainability and the way that he can actually make a really perfect use with that sustainability of the spellwam. So I think scenarios can work out, but at the same time they have a Valentina. So I guess that Madara's alt, it's going to be always taken up, and Godspeed. He is going to be having a lot of trouble while taking up those objectives, especially against Romcom, and as well as Art and Fate here, always going on towards the back line or even sustaining on the front line, making sure that the zones would always be standing up there, and they won't be able to do anything against them. And I do think Shaky Shrine have a really perfect zoning capability as well as a really good engaged setup as of now. But the side of Team Elusivity right now have those what do we call it, repellent type of build. They have the repellent type of lineup here. They have the type of lineup that they can actually make sure that they will be punishing the side of Team Sacred Shrine if they make any reckless mistakes here. But yes, this will be resuming the match here.
Let's go ahead into the land of dawn directly.
Uh-huh.
Autumn under that. Onto the mid side though, we have seen Madara onto the Belleric together with Senju onto that Eve, so they might be having the better clearance in comparison to the Valentina that is of course Bid and Artorio, Mr. Art there onto the Grok. So this might be eventually giving the leeway for EV2 to have a good and better rotation. Wilderness Blessing for both as an agility for Mr. Art there onto the Grok, trying to rotate as fast as possible. The top lane already a little bit of a skirmish is there, but it's going to be Korikutsu able to walk away without any casualty. But the rotation is definitely going to be fast to the side of EVT. But Secret Shrine looks like they also want to catch up. Bottom lane though.
Oh, bot lane almost Fate being taken down. But we are speaking about the emblems right now that is being displayed here. It's a really usual emblem, but from Belleric we can see that there's no movement emblem type of coming in from him, nor the
Yeah.
wilderness, nor the agility. I don't think so that he will be able to out rotate the Grok right now.
Actually, the thing about the Belleric is that he does have a movement speed of his own onto his skill, so he might be reliant on that. And I think he do understand that he will be the tool that makes Circle into this team fighting capabilities that they're looking for. So that might be an option. Art might be in trouble.
Oh, Art almost in trouble, but when Satoru comes in with the rhythm, with the electrifying beats comes in, but Godspeed way too tanky. He might be taken down, but no, it's
Wow.
going to be Van Satoru who will be forced to be taken down. Madara try to
Oh,
take down Van Satoru, but he will be punished and he will be taken down. And with that, the first blood onto the hands of Team Sacred Shrine as well as the running while all the members, members from the side of Team Sacred Shrine are level 4 now.
level 4 both of the mid lane side as well as the XP lane too. That's definitely going to be important for the side of Secret Swan here. Early good lead that they have right now. Very quickly will be prisoned into the lane, so they will not be able to slide anytime soon. Madara, without the rest of the rot, will not be able to do anything. Look at engage.
So we can already see the wrath coming in from that Valentina instead with the oh wait, it's real manipulation will be taking down big so that he gets a kill for the turtle, and with side of Team Elusibility loses the turtle, but at the same time make sure that they will get a kill. But Madara though might Rom when the Faker saves his life this time, and with this side of Team Sacred Shrine will be getting a turret on the hand, but oh with the Beyond the Clouds man that will make sure that the rotation will be double tectonic charge. Oh, we can already see it's going to be he will be dropped down with Rom minus touching Godspeed down, isolating him from his team, and he will be taken down. Free kill as well as the orange buff on the hands of Team Sacred Shrine with Turtle falling as well. And with this, we can see the gold lead falling on the hands, but Wrath here from Madara, but he will stay down from Bit. And with this, be the 4-1 kill leaderboards as well as 2k gold lead coming on towards the hands of Team Sacred Shrine.
Just one fight, and of course we already see the level lead is onto the hands of Fate. That was the Esmeralda we are talking about. Ooh. And played out by Romcom and Van Satoru as well. Look at that Godspeed though.
Oh, Godspeed almost taken. Oh, no, not enough casualties as of now, but the orange buff was definitely a trouble.
Yeah, that was actually a close call. Sacred Shrine, they know that they already are ahead on levels and the goal too, because that is 2k goal lead. A massive one under the 3 minutes of the game, and that's definitely something that they can capitalize onto that too. On the other hand, Madara, he does have the rest of the rod that he can make use when Van Satoru is up, but what will he do when there is always almost everyone who can go in onto him and chunk him down? That is what Sacred Star want to play around with. Try to make Madara as useless as possible onto the barrier, because no matter what we do, into the early stages of the game when the tank is very behind onto the goal, he's definitely gonna be one, not be that much of a tank. He's gonna be squishy, and that is what they are trying to do here. The turtle is already out to the bottom lane side, Fate also rotating. That's gonna be a jump.
Oh, we can still see the fight coming from the side of Team Sacred Shrine. They do not want to stop with the final slash catch. Madara. Yeah, when Ron down, Romcom drops down because of the real ice comes in with Godspeed still comes with his live being passive, but will it be enough because when Satoru is but not that he isolates with on towards the back line though. He does not want to stop as goes in. Mo is crisis. He will be out in crisis, falling just behind him with are sacrificing his life, but for a great cause. And with the orange buff, the purple buff will be falling on the hands of Team Sacred Shrine as well as kills. But oh, Fate does not want to stop though. Shenzu almost in the shield comes in. Fate surviving, and he.
Oh my goodness, that was a little bit of a glitch coming through from Jeff, I would say, but hey, it's definitely okay because level ranking we talked about, it's still definitely going to be Fate with just one action on a team fight that they were able to take it. This is going to be a level lead that they're looking for, and Romcom is up on top too, and there's every place. The top 5 under the level ranking is onto the side of Sacred Shrine, and it's not AVT who have the level lead, but goal lead also it's Fate, Masatoro, Crisis. Of course, that's definitely something that they really want to have into the side of Sacred Shrine. But first, real onto the side of Artorio. He went for the Radiant Hammer, so that's going to be a little bit of a damage stroker that he want to look for. But look at that, though, stun.
Oh, it is going to be the Rat that will be coming in with the Tectonic Charge. Comes up with the final slash, catching 2 people as of now. Current catching Romcom as well as Art. They do not want to let them. The kill on towards Mark as he goes in. Rom shot at the double kills on his Kari though. The making sure Bit falls down, but for his loss as well.
That was actually amazing of a team fight coming through from Secret Sire. And again, 4K goalie is what they have right now. The mid lane is what they want to focus on. Send you all alone into the mid side will not be able to save out onto the turret here. The blue buff is in jeopardy yet again. Madara will not be trying to go in anytime soon because that is something of a problem. Look at that though.
Oh, he does not want to stop Romcom though. He will take him down, but he takes down the mid lane turret. But on towards the bot lane, Van Satoru with the rhythm as well as the electrifying beat down Crisis. But will it be enough though? Because Fade is isolated, but the Starfall Knight might be clutch. But will it be enough? Immune, the Rat will be immune by R as they go in.
Oh!
Clutch of his own fate, making sure that he gets that killing spree, as well as the bot lane will be taken now. Real manipulation does not have enough damage as Van Satoru comes in trying to take any kill as possible as he goes in with the electrifying beats of his own. Be making sure that Art gets the kill instead. Oh, I thought it was going to be Van Satoru, but Shenzu really row on. And though Crisis goes with his yo-yo, sure that Art will be paying the price for this early aggression with Van Satoru. He's this dead as well.
Yeah, man, that was a big team fight. Everyone was having a good combination, especially try, but then again, even for EVT, they did have a good combination, but they cannot really start. Oh, God speed onto the steel, onto the turtle. They might eventually try to go in for more, but there's gonna be the little bit of a neutralizer that they are looking for. Almost 3k gold if that's what they had, but the turtle still might eventually be helping them have that momentum here. So that's definitely gonna be okay. Gold defense so far, I think it's definitely neutralizable because if we talked about the gold lead here, it's definitely gonna be dependent. Oh, never mind, top lane.
Oh, they still have a fight though, but the Wrath of Tron coming in from that. Oh, Madara, he did a really good job as Romcom paying the price with his life as the side of Team Crisis. Is the side of Team. See, they are making a little comeback here, but will it be enough though? Because Real Inflation still comes in with the Wrath. Copied all is going to be a really art on to the tectonic charge with the Starfall Knight catching 4 people, but it's not enough because the main damage dealer is not there yet. Van Satoru is missing up on towards that but action as he comes late, but really perfect timing. They are going in. It will be taken down with a electrifying beast as is going in for more. It is going to be Fate who will take a shutdown on the Shenju as well as mega kill. Art will be slamming on that wall, but will they stop? It's not the question. It is going to answer instantly. Be Fade as well as Romcom who are not stopping up, but the Wrath of Tron will be there. But it's going to be the side of EVT who will be making a really bad of a mistake there.
Without the figures available, Senzu is as a sitting duck, and that is definitely going to be one total who's going to be diving onto him and dancing onto him and taking him down as well. It's funny enough just because whenever we say the stats though, the damage taken, no, never mind, that might be a little bit of an engage coming through once Satoru able to blink away. But hey, back to the point though, whenever we see the stats, damage dealt, the goal ranking, or even the damage the Stalker, it's all Fate. He's everywhere, this dude, and he's a goal leader by the way onto an Esmeralda nevertheless, and that is definitely something that we really want to focus on because to be honest, this is what we want Fate to do, right?
We want Fate to be making sure that he sustains a lot of damage, but will it be enough though? Because look at that, Debbie, the fight is here.
Yep, that's gonna be the rest of the drop being true. Senju to Fade onto the backside will be able to remove God's Spirit for the picture here. Corey Cutie on the other hand will be able to take Bit down, but onto this side, Madara might be in trouble. Van Satoru getting stunned a lot, but Fade will be chased born by Crisis, will not be taken down in time soon, but Van Satoru is still available onto the backside. Madara taking very low. He does have the electrifying beat.
Oh wait, Van Satoru.
Have that. Oh my god, he's still able to survive, walking away without getting the lead. That's definitely going to be one of the most important factors that they're looking for right now. Fade might be getting turned down quite low, still have the seals, able to walk away, but what was that reaction speed coming through from Van Satoru?
Exactly, Van Satoru actually did a intense thing there. I would be saying a really intense chase. I mean, Crisis did try, but there was Fate always having the back of Van Satoru, so that was a really good thing. But now Bit has that Wishing Lantern, but Crisis as well completes that Hunter Strike, so they will be having the equalizer on towards the damage. And the true damage is what we are looking out for because the teams have a really chunky lineup. But speaking of Wishing Lantern on Bit, he can When Satoru as well completes his own with that flame retribution, making sure that the tankiness not be tanky enough for both of them, and it is going to be the melting side that we want to see. But right now, if you'll be asking me the side of Team EVT, but oh, when Satoru,
Oh, top lane. That's electrifying beat and the heal coming through. Crazy down. There was a 2v and got speed. Might not be able to tank him down without any kind of damage control. Van Satoru still able to have the damage as through the wall is in Artorio into the backside. That's gonna be a tech shot coming through as well as combination too. But the rest of the round to the behind them might be trying to do something for more, but it's gonna be the damage coming through from Korikyu able to take Artorio down. He might be in trouble though. Godspeed taken down by a bit. That's gonna be the real one manipulation. Shenju with the shutdown onto Van Satoru. There was a game that they have right now, but the top lane is what they were fighting for, but the bottom lane will be chunked down quite low by Mr. Romcom.
exactly. There was a really intense clutch that was played out by Van Satoru. Yeah, I mean, almost saw him. We almost saw him at the really zone there, but out of nowhere, HP just restoring, and he is going for more. Does not want to let Crisis have that fun time of his life. Going, look at that, gets that kill as well as Godspeed in a really troublesome manner. But what can we say now? It was really thing. But at the same time, if you're asking me right now, I still see the side of Team EVT are trying to put up the pressure, but Sacred Shrine are not letting them have that fun time right now, because everywhere that they are trying to go in, trying to clear out the lanes, there will at least be a member from the side of Team Sacred Shrine making sure that they do not want to let the side of Team EVT have that lane pressure right now. But if we are speaking of level, though, we can still say it's going to be Van Satoru already level 15, while Godspeed, he is level 11. If you're coming back towards the items, you will be seeing there is still no Oracle build up, but Brute Force will be there on towards Crisis. But Athenas are still lacking. There are two Athenas, but Radiant Armor is also there. Van Satoru, though, might be in trouble, but not now because Godspeed.
Oh, that's gonna be a stun. That's gonna be the wall coming through as well. That might. Yay, it's coming through! It's gonna be the final sales connecting all the three members with Romcom trying to go in for the vengeance, trying to go in for more fade onto the backside. Will be able to tank down quite of the HP. The rest of the rock coming through as well as affecting Chad. We will be seeing Madonna taking Romcom down. It's gonna be Corey Cutie still able to survive. There's gonna be stealing for the chase, but Monster Kill from Fade able to shut down Shenju. On to the other hand, he's still chasing four members of EVT running away from one Latina dancing lady. He's trying to go in for more. It's gonna be Masato trying to dive in here. The electrifying wheels will be able to walk away without any damage done. He will be okay, and all in favor of Sacred Shrine. And Jeff, that was a build heptasis for Mr. Artorio onto that Grok.
Wait, he's going for a damage item while playing Grok. I mean, he used to do that. Come on, you can't disagree to me on that, Debbie.
In a tournament, bro.
Oh man, Art is actually having the fun moment of his life. He is going for a heptasis. Speaking of heptasis, though, another penetration item. When Satoru does not want to let the tankiness be, what do we call it? He doesn't want to let the beefy guys have the beefiness right now. He just want to melt them up. He actually went in for a Wishing Lantern combined with a Genius as well as a Divine Glaive. You can expect him having a really fun time when he's having the max spec Electrifying Beast, but look at him already going in.
There might be a little bit of an engage coming through. Corey Cutie might be taking Fade, trying to go in into the back line, but on the other hand, it's going to be the rest of the rock as well. The real one manipulation combination. Crisis able to remove from calm down, but Ben might be in trouble. Taken down. It's going to be a double. Crisis able to walk in more, trying to come in. It's going to be that the electrifying beast coming through too. Artorio does not have the tech charge. I said there might be eventually every engagement coming through, but shut down and godlike for Mr. Fade onto the Esmeralda. They are trying to go in for more. No mana regenerator for Fade right now. Masatoro might be going in. Senju might be in trouble. It's going to be the flicker not being used, and it's going to be the ice that he'll be able to survive on there, but not for long. Masatoro able to take it down. It's going to be a stun coming through. The knockout coming in. Gospel might be taken down very low. One hit away, and Artorio will be able to take it down. It might be a real game coming through. Masatoro able to survive still, but Fade, man, he's still into the team fight, dancing in a way with the skills that he have right now. Taken down, and it's going to be killing spree for Corey Cutie, but Van Satoru on the other hand is back with the electrifying beast, trying to go in for more, but Corey Cutie might be in a 1v1 situation. It's going to be the final slash from Com. Might have to walk away, does have the vengeance. It's going to be a 1v1 situation for the HP laners right now. That's going to be a scratch here and there, but finally ending without any casualties.
Oh man, that is a really intense battle that we just witnessed there, and it is a really ruthless one that we will be seeing. A never-ending brawl that just happened there. But right now, if you're coming on towards the damage dealt here, for some reason, I mean, he has that heptis, so we can expect that fight. But oh, before that, Godspeed.
Okay, wrestles to the right. Corey Cutie with the mega kill beat down. Fate might be in trouble, taking down very low. He's alone. Torio right on time to save him with a tectonic charge. The final slash rom-com able to take two members into the tower here yet again. Face still dancing all around, but Boston Sora on the back line able to take Sandu down. He is still there with the bling, walking away without any casualties. He will still be able to survive with the wall coming through as well. He might be going for more. There's going to be the Ventus coming through as well. Korikyuki not being able to reach him down. It's going to be a stun blast speed. Might be able to take him down. He is under the run by Satoru. Can he survive? He does not have anything to help him. Corey QT with the final blow will be able to take the shutdown kill onto Van Satoru.
Oh man, when Satoru missing that dash was a really bad mistake. Not a mistake, but a really bad fate that he had there. And though it is already going to be the Lord fight, but oh, look at it on.
Okay, it's gonna be another stun and it's coming. That it might be anything but the good beat. Have to walk away with the 30th persons coming through as well. Fate taken down, shut down for Crisis. They are able to chase. They could run away from the Lord, but they are low HP. They have the recall art still available. Might be able to draw them away from the Lord right now.
Exactly. The side of Team Elusivity, they are making a really amazing impact on this battle now as the game is progressing. Side of Team Sacred Shrine, they aren't able to do much because there are a lot of sustainable heroes, are a lot of damage dealers at the same time, which they are not able to handle at the same time. But right now, Van Satoru might be going in for the red tree, but the thought already there was Van Satoru.
Get oh that. My goodness, that's gonna be a steal onto the Lord, but Madara will be able to take him down. The retribution perfectly on point, but here we are, Romcom still onto the run. The 30th on in pop, he does not have the vendors enough to make him survive Crisis with a kill onto Romcom. They lost the Lord, but they take a kill. 3 kills onto the board, but Fid, very healthy. Senju might be in trouble. It will be a Starfall being used as well onto the mid side. There might be a bit trying to go in for more. He does not have the ultimate. Godspeed taken down very low. He should be, oh my goodness! There is a kill. Bit able to grab kill onto Godspeed with the help of the Lord. Crisis still onto the run. Will not be able to survive. He will be taking down Bid. Able to slow it up onto the top lane. Senju might be in trouble. It's going to be the rest of the draw being used, but Fade will not be caring about that because Sanju will be onto the silver platter and he will be the one who cooked him down. Amadara still onto the run, but Fade still very healthy.
Exactly. The side of Team Elusivity, they had a really amazing chance of making a comeback there, but right now they are not able to because they have crumbled apart. They are not able to make it up there. Look at the mid lane already having a clash.
Oh, as the crowd's coming through the continent. It's gonna be Kari Cutie without the ultimate, but hey, it's gonna be the inhibitor that they want right now. There's gonna be a knock coming. Trying to go in, the war is coming in as well with the knockout. Arturio still healthy, Vandal Fate still dancing in and out. He is not gonna be taken down anytime soon, but the Lord is onto the bottom lane side. One inhibitor is still left available for grabs, but the Lord is still healthily. Fade still trying to go in. Madara with the presence of the rest of the drum might be trying to do something. It's gonna be a stun coming through. It's gonna be a jump. Able to take a kill out of it right now. Real world manipulation. Crisis will be able to get a kill out of it right there. Romcom taken down as well. This was a successful defense coming through from the side of EVT.
Side of Team EVT, they managed to make it out alive. They managed to see another sunrise, and with this, the hopes of EVT come back enough. But look at Van Satoru. He was left unnoticed, and he having that XD emote, but he is going in for that fight.
Oh, electrifying base, but the ice, the crown will be coming through. Sanju will be able to survive, but immortality is still available for Gascon. Spin onto the run, the retribution! Once Satoru, will he be able to walk away? It's gonna be a switch of items. The Mystic Blade able to help him survive, but it is gonna be the jungle chased away, the wall coming through. But Godspeed, he also does not have the retribution. Will they be able to get this Lord though? But hey, there might be a really good coming through. Oh, Corey QT trying to go in with the vengeance onto Basatoro, chasing him away from the big city. You have the Lord Arturo still available for the fight. He might try to go in for more. It's going to be a tectonic first, and it's going to be the rest of the dragons to the behind, trying to go in for more. Oreo taken down as well. The ice coming through. Crisis able to walk away. Finn might still be on. It's a lot of fight happening all across the place. It's gonna be a zone to the top side. Godfrey might be taken down. And over Saturno with a final blow. He will be taken down. The jungle god, but it's gonna be traded out with Crisis. Immortality god as well. Beat able to breathe with the last blow, but this is gonna be a disengage coming through from the side of EVT.
EVT. I mean, they have already used up a lot of resources, but Madara isolated from his team, still sustaining because of that brave smite, but for how long? Because he will be taken down. The immortality already out. Oh, real manipulation.
Ooh, no. Oh, man, it's gonna to go in. He might be taken down very low. The counter is coming through as well, but it's gonna be another damage. Godfrey might be caught. It's gonna be something else. With the immortality being part one, it is the one that's going to be waiting down away. Karakilte with the monster kill on the bed, bit still onto the run, will be taken down very low. He doesn't have been able to walk away, but Karakilte still onto the chase. But that was a good disengage coming through from the side of Sacred Shrine. Look at this.
Exactly, the side of Team Sacred Shrine, but they are not stopping right now, Devi. Look at them, they are still going at a brawl.
Oh my goodness, this was the replay that we are actually trying to look for, man. The Crisis. He was, I think it's still good enough that they were trading out the life of a clean, even though it's a fighter, right? So this also here, he dived in a little bit too, though, I think.
Exactly, I mean, they are not stopping at all. Oh man. The way that they are actually having a really amazing fight at the same time, they are making sure that they don't make enough they don't make any mistakes right now. The side of Team EVT, they are doing the exact same here. They are not letting their guard down, especially with Corey Q. Whenever he feels like his HP bar is in danger zone here, he always just pops out that ult and he is there with that, what do we call it? Half HP, not even half, more than half HP regained, as well as his spell vamp being enhanced there. But will it be enough though? Because he has that corrosion sight combined with the DHS and a war act. But is still lacking in terms of sustainability, because we literally saw Valentina bid actually melt the HP bar from Talmud down really instantly, almost instantly. But at the same time, he is trying. I mean, so is trying his to make sure that they don't make any blunders in terms of the real manipulation, because whenever he goes in for the fight, the side of Team EVT's frontliner, they aren't able to sustain as longer, because Romcom, he is always there. He is making the side of Team EVT's front lines just disrupt and not able to engage quickly as they are expecting right now. But the Lord Dance is here. The 24-minute mark is already here at the side of Team EVT, trying to get any opening if possible. But the side of Team Sacred Shrine, they are not letting that happen here, while Enzo is forced to clear up the minions, which is going to be giving the side of Team Sacred Shrine an upper hand in terms of having the Lord. But of that, already the fight is
oh, Godspin and a tectonic QT onto the backside, might be trying to zone away a bit, but there's gonna be very, very late right now. Godspin with the immortality still able to survive. Rockon taking down very low. Crisis onto the backside, trying to dive in for more. He might not be having the damage required, but that is gonna be a recent gaze coming through from the side of Sacred Shrine, as well as elusivity. But Jeff, this might be in favor of Sacred Shrine though.
Exactly. The side of Team EVT, they have burned up a lot of their resources, while the side of Team Sacred Shrine, they still have a lot of their alts. Their ult is really low on cooldowns here, so they are able to make it up on towards the fight. Really, as soon as another fight ends, they can just hop in for another one, because their ult cooldown really low, which is giving them the upper hand in terms of fight. But finally, you have decided to sell that Heptasis and go for Blade Armor, thank God. But anyways, right now, it is going to be Bid who will be having the Lightning Turchin as well. So the burst damage from Bid is going to be really enhanced, but at the same time, we can expect Shenzhou having a lot of those damage outputs of his own right now. But both the teams, they do not want to start up the Lord here. They want to go for a Lord they want to go for a Lord dance. But friends, we can still see it's going to be in terms of the mage as well as the roamers that they are having the fight. But the side of Team EVT, they are not letting that, what do we call it, stakes happen again and again, because every time there is a fight, they are making sure that they will retreat as soon as they feel like they aren't able to make it, they aren't able to have a really satisfying trade in the team fight here. Right now, Romcom will be harassed as Fate comes in with the Starfall Knight.
There might be a jump and a tech toss coming through as well. still holding on. Porcuti taken down very low, but that will be just a tease coming through from both of the sides. They are still getting ready. Green resources still available. Madara into the picture here. He have the rest of the rod. He
Oh,
does
really?
have the flicker, so he can go in when the time comes up. But the Lord is already turned down quite low here.
Exactly. The Lord is already below 30% of his HP here and 40% of his HP, but be enough though because this is still looking like a Lord fight, a Lord dance here as both the teams are not going for the fight. But oh, look at that!
Oh, that's gonna be the rest of the
So Vansatoru.
last coming through. God life for Corey. Kills this again this down. There might be another one in trouble. Editorial might be taking
Oh,
very low.
hard.
That's how they're able to survive. Romcom taking down very low. It's gonna be Corey. Kills this still
Oh,
onto the chase. The immortality will be popped out but fade onto the back. Able to take 10-2 down. He's still
Vansatoru survived.
available very, very healthily. But Art might be in trouble one hit away and he'll be taken down by Gosby. Romcom to the other hand might be in trouble a bit. It's gonna be Fade alongside him. This is gonna be a 2v2 situation. We are seeing right now Crisis still onto the chase, trying
Oh
to go
man,
and pick for more onto Fade right now. But that was a successful chase away coming through from the side of EVT. Look at this.
exactly. Just look at the fight that was played out here. I mean, Vansatoru tried to go in for the backline, but the Winter Crown was there. Cutie, man, I'll have to give him the MVP for this fight here. Every time there is a fight, he is unstoppable force
Yeah.
here. But also fate, both the laners here, they are not stopping anytime sooner whenever the fight happens. But sadly, as the fight progresses, we can see Moose is having a much better option in terms of the team fights here. While the side of Team Stray H9, they are not able to melt down the frontliners anytime sooner as of now. But back in the I will be seeing, but the side of Team EVT, they are still lacking in terms of turret and the lane pressure from the super minions on the side of Team Stray Shine instead, which is giving the side of Team EVT a really hard time in contesting the Lord here because every time they want to go in for the Lord, always the minion force that are making them just retreat back and clear them out instead of going for the Lord fight, which is going to be causing them a lot more trouble in the future. I mean, just what do you call it, stretching the rubber band right now. Whichever team
Yeah.
let go early on will be letting the other side have a ring.
Flicker, Corey QT with his son trying to go in. The immortality will bomb as well. Romcom with the final splash. And the combination with Sector
Oh,
Down is going to be. Oh, Vesicro trying to go in. Electrifying Base will not be able to take anyone down. But Corey
Finally,
QT
sorry.
will be getting shut down by Fade. Finally, the Fade onto the backside trying to go in for the
Oh,
chase.
God.
The wall coming through as well. The knock coming is there. Still available. Godspeed taken down very low. Does not have the immortality still above progress. You might be taken
Oh,
down. It's
yellow
going to be sent with
inflation.
the ultimate. Trying to go in. Crisis able to grab a kill onto Rumble as
Trying
well.
to make
Fade
it
onto the run. Might be taken down very low, but Godspeed still available. Once Satoru will be spotted out as well. Artoria with the knockoff. Bit still here. Trying to go in for a little bit of a damage, but it's going to be his own. Crisis might be taken down very low. One hit away,
Oh,
but
wait.
immortality is going to be popped as well. The base is onto the hit by the minions right now. This can be a green light for the side of Secret Shrine. Either they want a Lord or either they want to go a take onto the inhibitor side.
Exactly. Oh man, these people are not stopping at all. I mean, the match is extended to the point that we can see Tamus at 20k gold instead of man. The game is extended way too long. I mean, almost already 30-minute mark is here, and the game is at a point that it's ending anytime sooner. Both the teams here, they're stretching up to the Lord fight so long that both the teams are not able to go in. I mean, on the 25, not 25, but 20 mark, I saw Lethal Wanderer having 10k HP, man. How do you expect to take down a Lethal Wanderer there? But oh, before that though, Christ going for
Oh,
bid.
bid! Oh my goodness! Down very low, but Satoru able to
Oh,
grab the info
I see the
right now.
Lord
They
taken
might try
down.
to go for more for QT with the damage on the fan, able to take him down. And
Got to
Satoru
go.
next onto the chopping block will be removed by Torio. Onto the run with the conceal, able to walk away. Rampart with the final slash crisis will be able to jump away from that, but onto the other side though. EVT, they have a lot to take care of. Two tanky members still available for the side of Sacred Shrine. Tori into the housekeeping duty. The wall coming through as well. Godspeed onto the tire, trying to roll in. The minions are actually cleared out upon the flicker coming through. Artoria will be able to flicker away. Romcom might be taken down very low. The minions are still available. It's gonna be the flicker Madara going to the ground. And it's gonna be the coming through as well. Might be a lot of trouble. Crisis will be able to take Romcom down. The minions are still standing heavily available. No minions for the side of
Look at the
the
respawn time.
EVT will be there. It's gonna be a successful defense coming through from the side of Sacred Shrine still, and lot over half minute still available for the side of the teams
Oh man,
to come back through, but it's gonna be a flicker coming through. Senju able to take a chunk down onto the
oh,
HPs of Artorio, able to remove him down. Four members still standing. EVT, they might be looking for a possible end here.
oh man, the side of Team EVC, they have an upper hand here, but oh, Godspeed down
Wow.
as he was falling down instead as well. Oh man, that was a successful defense, but Cordy
Sorry.
forced to use up that all just to clear out that Lord as well. Oh man, amount of time
Hey,
that they have
that's
spent.
fine.
Oh,
I
and
think you have the dashes. The eyes coming through. Might not be still enough. Senju will be taken down with the electrifying beast. Crisis trying to go in for more. He does have the immortality, but the mate is down. Oh my goodness, Jeff. That's 1 minute plus 1 minute of the dead timer. What are we watching?
oh, oh man, the amount of what can I say right now? The amount of time and just look at the instant replay, the amount of force that was put up by Corey here just to clear out that Lord, and you can literally see Van Satoru just came out of nowhere, made sure that Shenzu will be falling down, even though he had that immortality and popped out the freeze at the most perfect time, but sadly he had no flicker and no rescue in name here, and Van Satoru made it out alive at the same time securing another kill. I mean, oh man, what can I say right now? Look at that, even that has 70k. How are you guys expecting to take it down that easily here while the Lord is almost at 100k HP mark here? Lord fight is going to be way longer and it's already 32-minute mark here. These are at the most arch nemesis battle here. They are not stopping at all. Both the teams, like I mentioned in the beginning, right before the draft here, they know each other way too well and they are making it up to the name it. Oh, before that, Fade already goes on towards the backline. Corey though.
Final slash coming through. The continents will be popped as well. It's gonna be a knockout from Artorio. Bit down, but the immortality will be happening. But Karikuti will be taken down, but before grabbing a kill onto our Godspeed will be 1 HP away. He's gonna be rolling all over the places. One member down for each side. Godspeed onto the chopping block might be taken down, but Vizta Games on the other hand onto the chase and Sanju. He will be able to get the outplay. Godspeed taken down as well. Fade onto the chase onto Crisis might be able to take him down. Does not have the immortality, but that with the save. Romcom still available. 3 members for the side of Sacred trying to go in onto the hands of EVT.
Exactly. Oh man, the side of Team EVT, they are not stopping at all, but at the same time, take his shine, they are putting up that pressure. Look at Madara's HP. Not stopping at all. His is just at the most maximum amount of potential that he can put up right now. But sadly, it was Godspeed who had to sell one of his items. Damage taken though, 577k damage taken up by Fate. Wait, they're planning to take it up to 1 million HP. I mean, damage taken right now. I kind of have a feeling right now that they can make it up. But come on, man, don't extend the fight any longer. Almost at the 35-minute mark. How are you guys able to play it up for that long? And this game 1, Debbie. Not even the game 2 or game. The game 1, the bat, they are not stopping at all. They are putting up the most tense that they can just play it out in the most of MOBA Legends 5v5 series here. And this is the War Drum, the Mythic Showdown. Team who wins this match will be qualifying for the round robin and they need to make it out for that. But look at the tectonic charge already there.
Okay, that's gonna be Artorio trying to go in. That's gonna be down. He might be able to get him a bit, able to walk away. Romcom into the topping block next. He will be removed. Karikuti will be able to take it down. Satoru might be in trouble here. It's gonna be triple kill and a wipe now finally. For the side of EVT, they are looking for an end. 1 minute and a half for the dead timers. The minutes are still there. It's gonna be recalls coming through for both of the sides. This is gonna be Senju with the housekeeping. Have your way, guys. Marching into the base. That is the minutes that you are having right now. Karikuti with the basic attack onto the damage. That was the end of a 35-minute long game.
That 35-minute long game at the same time, the most intense one, and this going to be the first taken down by the side of Team Elucidating Esports and the game 1 itself, man. The side of Team EVT, they were not planning to stop at all. They managed to secure the first game, even though they extended the game a bit too long. But it was a worth it one because when Satoru to tell him that he was not able to take down the defenses all, and even the Wishing Lantern, the Divine Glaive, as well as the Genius Wand was not at the stake here. But as we are speaking,
Oh
the
wow.
player of match, Corey Curie, will be the one taking it up. That's how moves, and just look at the damage taken up. 429 damage taken up. 429 damage taken up, while damage dealt is 194k. And those are the, what do we call it, damages that we want to see. Tower damage, though, he has dealt up a
Yeah.
lot, 7k. But look at that, Debbie, the way that they are playing out right now.
That was almost. I think it's in depth. I feel like they changed up the builds a lot. And talking about the MVP though, if it wasn't Corey Cutie, I would have raged, right? I would have been like, Twilight changed the MVP. Give Corey Cutie that because he was deserving of that. But hey, until the end also, I feel like Isis did a really good job in trying to get all of the skills. That triple kill was definitely important. And of course, we cannot really focus onto the build right now because you don't see a CC with three Wind Talker here because he was focusing onto the base, one hit away is what they wanted. But that was such a long game. 11 deaths for Mr. Bean onto the Valentina. That was the most deaths I've seen this dude on, but nevertheless, that was such a long game. More than half an hour.
Oh man, 35-minute game, and they played it out at the most amazing stake that they could have ever imagined for. But look at the goal, 130k on the hands of Illustrity, 102k on the hands of Sacred Shrine. These are not the common numbers that we would be seeing usually. Oh man, just look at that. I can't even see the numbers. So small right now. Damage dealt. Prices is 256k damage dealt here, while taking up 360k damage, and on towards Godspeed 70k damage dealt, 524k damage taken up, while on towards the head-to-head, you can already see it was on towards the goal lane. Crisis and Fate, though it was a winning lane for Crisis, he's a little on the early game, but as the game progressed, saw Crisis down that Fate really, but towards the jungle, I'll be seeing, though the early game was on towards the hands of when Satoru really. But as the game progressed, Godspeed, he was not stopping at all. The way his defenses just stood up against that when Satoru's electrifying beats was amazing. While on towards that Magus here, Shenzu, I'll have to give it to him. Every time there was when Satoru trying to mark him down, Shenzu was just like, nah bro, not this time. I have my Winter Crown, and yoink. It's just there, standing, does not care, and the sustain. Fences, the what they call follow-up was also there to save him up, while on the roaming. Look at that damage. 600k damage taken. Oh man. What do you want to start with, Debbie? I mean, these numbers are just, call it.
It's not normal, bro.
Exactly. 429k damage taken, 194k damage dealt by Corey Cute, while on towards Romcom, he has taken 431k. 112k damage dealt. Oh man. Rich guy, 721. It's on towards Corey Cute. Carry is on towards Van. Wait, Van Satoru dealt 287k damage, while damage taken was 604k on towards Fate, and Madara 34 assists. And competitive series, once you see this, you can just say that the match is going to be way more intense.
I don't know about you, but it's definitely a parts game, man. That was so long of a team fight. 34 is for the wingman into the total assist, and who would have thought that the XP laner will be having the highest goal per minute. Corey Cutie, by the way, that is Corey Cutie, guys, and we can see the debut of the Tamils is really working well for them. So that can be one hero that Sacred Shrine might take away from the hands of Corey Cutie, though we'll never know. But you know what, looking at this recent match so far, I feel like we are having a lot in store for us, because look at those, man. The damage taken is also 600 above. That is something that we don't use in AT. And I feel like Fate is also doing a really good Esmeralda game there, because he also have the damage dealt, and he also have a good damage taken too. And the laning also, he was up to the par. And yeah, that wasn't normal actually. That was something very different. The longest game that we have in Mythic Showdown Season 2, by the way.
Okay. But I mean, after this such a long break, Debbie, don't you think that we deserve a break now?
I mean, 30 minutes, 25 minutes. Need to take a break, so let me have some, water, bro. Can I
Okay.
get a bottle of water? Sorry for that, but hey, we're
Okay,
gonna be coming
okay.
back for the second game after after let's take a break. Let the players breathe. So stay tuned for that.
And welcome back, guys. We are back after that everlasting game that just ended in the previous match against Team Elusivity and Team Sacred Shrine. With Elusivity making a really long comeback, with the team securing the first match point. And this VOC series, the side of Team Sacred Shrine, they need to make a comeback here. They need to make a reverse sweep with a 2-1 score, otherwise they will be dropped down. And the side of Team Elusivity will be qualifying for the round robins, which is going to be giving them a really fun boost in their gameplay here. Because the previous game we saw them, they did not, they were not giving up at all, making sure that they don't make any blunders in the match, and that actually came at a really, really amazing, what do we call it, prize, a really sweet prize that they got with that victory. But yes, guys, in the casters deck, it's the homeboy Jeff coming alongside me. We have Debbie in this game too. Debbie, do you think this match will be going for 40 plus minutes? Kidding.
Please don't. For my sanity. Please don't. I'm very
Oh man.
game up. No, I'm just kidding. It was so much fun. The longest game that we have ever casted so far, so I'm really excited for them to bring it out again. But you know, there is the Tamus debut that we have seen so far, Mr. Koi Kitty with the most valuable player. So I feel like this can be a bannable hero now, don't you think? Tamus ban?
I mean, the previous game, he was being a menace. But let's see if the side of Team Sacred Shrine, they want to give them that respect ban with the Tamus. But it's still a mystery because the side of Team Sacred Shrine, they might be cooking up something after that everlasting game. They might have learned something with. They just hope that they change up their draft a lot this time because the side of Team EVT, they have the first pick now and they can utilize a lot of amazing heroes towards their hands. I mean, though they have the first pick, if they leave out a lot of metas, and let me tell you, this meta is revolving around utility. If you pick one meta, there are 7 or 8 more metas just standing there picked off instead. So I wouldn't be saying in particular that you guys, that everyone has perfect meta right now.
That is the situation right now, okay.
Oh,
I feel like Eve has been rising in the popularity corridor into the LAN event also. I think Simdu played a lot of Eve gameplays. But the thing about Sacred Shrine is that they are very, very adapting to the opponent's side, so there might be something different into the execution part. The draft might be staying the same, but you know, when you are against the Mr. God Speed, you kind of have to remove out this land slot. Even though I know that Vizta can play it, you have to remove that because they are into the right side. So the hero that has been banned is gonna be previous draft. We see that Lancelot was actually banned away, and it's gonna be Secret Shrine who banned it, so they will still ban it too. The Kimmy also gone. This is a very, very red side coded ban, so that's nothing important. I mean, it's still definitely gonna be out there. But what can elusivity remove it? Because given the fact that it's a dangerous brush, there are a lot of options, Jeff. The CC is still available, but they are onto the first pick, right? So they can put Crisis onto the CC again. But what do you think?
I mean, since this is a dangerous grass, maybe they can add up to a Hilda. I mean, it's her map after. She can be running around, but it all depends on how they round right now because other team EVT, they have banned off a Lapu Lapu followed up with a Yeep and a Lunox. Yeah, on the previous game, we saw Shenzu on the Yeep. This time, he's on towards the ban list while Lunox again stays on that ban list while the side of Team Sacred Shrine are ever stubborn on towards that Lancelot while the Kimi is always on towards the red side, which is, what can we say now? A red side curse, I guess, on towards the Kimi.
Always a red side curse. The Kimmy always got to be. She's kind of got the Jushin treatment, but it's a Kimmy right now because for a Kimmy, it's always gonna be flex, right? You can flex any hero into the XP side, and you already have a scaling. Linux already removed. Okay, Kalea, if they wanna opt to go against, to go ban it out for Super Shine. So first pick EVT. A lot of options. Nishin available. Hayabusa is still there, but Hayabusa is not really a first pick choice. They can go for the CC though. CC is also still up for grabs. The Grok too. There are a lot of options, but the fact that they aren't the first pick, they are going to be letting go of at least 2 heroes. So which poison is what they're going to be choosing? I think CC should be important. Oh wait, Basha still. Flex, I would say flex.
On the previous game, oh man. On the previous game, we saw Madara holding on towards that. What do we call Baksha until and unless he did not saw that Joy being picked off and he instantly locked on towards that Belleric. He was like, give me Belleric, I will make sure that Ben Satoru regrets picking that Joy, and he actually did. Whenever Ben Satoru tried to go in, there was always this all just standing there, just waiting for Ben Satoru to just make a move. And maybe this time again, if they were to ban off those here, but this time, the Sacred Shrine haven't banned off that, what do you call it? You haven't banned off that Lancelot here, which is going to be a really good thing. But on the hands of Sacred Shrine, though, they will be picking on towards the Khalid as well as a Lucian, which is
Yeah.
going to be, oh man, a Lucian as well as Khalid here. They are planning for a really aggressive lineup right now. But yeah, like I always mention here, side of Team EVT, they are the type of team who play with a lot of discipline on a really neutral type of discipline. While on the hands of Team Sacred Shrine, they play aggressive at the same time. They make sure that they don't make any mistakes. So I will be saying that they go in for a really aggressive type of discipline, which is always in the upper hand. If you are playing the aggressive side, you are all having, what do we call it? Yeah, you are also having a really amazing fight here, but this time on the hands of Team EVT here. Picked off that Hayabusa, so Madara is going to be picking on towards that Baxia, while Esmeralda, the hero who actually gets countered off by that Baxia, will be picked off instead. So you can see by the side of the EVT here that they have picked off that Baxia once again. Not once again. Yeah, they have picked off that Baxia once again, while it is going to be that Esmeralda who will be stole off from that fate, while it is going to be Encore QT. But do you think that it's going to be a Thamus picked off here? I don't think so.
I don't think it will be a Thomas game anytime soon. Might be on to this Esmeralda, but the fact that they are picking out the Khalid into the first phase, I'm kind of seeing that they are hoping EVT should go for the Grog. They can also be an option, but CC was left completely open. So now it's gonna be a roam in Boscia. So jungle Hayabusa, that's second fort, or Godspeed too. I think this can still be a goal CC. It's kind of hard, man. What could they ban here for Secret Shrine? They can ban out the Farsa. Yeah, the mages should go. What are the other options though?
I guess they can ban off. I don't know, man. There are a lot of heroes that are still left open, I would be saying, but I guess banning of the EXP laner would be a much better option, because the Lapu Lapu, though it's banned off, I guess another time they can ban off the Arlot here. Maybe a Alice. Yes, this can be a really good choice, banning off from the side of Team Sacred, and at the same time from the side of Team Meat here, because Esmeralda can play on the gold lane, but if she is going against that CT once again, she will be having a hard time on that gold lane here. So, oh man, it is a really tough choice. But from the side of Team EVT, they will be making sure that they will be listening to me. Come on, man, why are you guys listening? I'm just kidding. It actually banned off that Arlord here. Arlord will be on the ban list, so maybe Romcom pick up that Phobius would be a really bad choice here.
Yep. What is gonna be the good choice here though? I think the Arlot was still a very good pick, So they actually have to remove it away. Even though Romcom wasn't able to find that big amount of good crowd control most of the time, it was still the Arlot that stopped them quite a lot. So Herit, it's gonna be banned away. Well, looking at the fact that Madara is into a hero that doesn't really have the best crowd control, I feel like it's definitely good for the Herit to be banned here, because it's get scaling. They might need a good scaling onto the side of the jungle, not jungle, the gold laner here. But still, it can be a utility. I mean, I feel like Shentu is better if he play out the carry into the mid lane here.
Oh man,
This
there are still. Oh wait, they actually pick off Van Satoru's Guinevere here. They don't want to give Van Satoru that here as well, so they have banned off Romcom's hero. Also banned off Van Satoru's jungle. The Guinevere will be banned off as well, so still leaves out a question, because the YSS is still left open. So what do you call it? Well, Van Satoru to be picking it off, so maybe can actually play it out. Not sure though, because there is a Hayabusa still on the hands of Team EVT's. Godspeed here, which will be having little favorable side, but it's going to be the YSS, the only option that will be left on the side of Team Sacred, trying to be picked off here, and they do it. But it still leaves out a question about what they will be picking right now. Man, I mean, draft is really revolving, which is, can we say, it's really hard to predict on what they should be picking off and what they cannot pick off right now. But let's see what the side of Team EVT are waiting up for now, because they have the last picks of this draft here, and they need to make sure that their mage and possibly a gold laner or an EXP laner should be a really versatile one. Not the versatile, but the sustain and a versatile one, because they already have sustain, but they are lacking in terms of crowd control. Though they have a burst, but Shenzu, like I was expecting, his hidden hero, Laia, will be here. But oh, wait, the side of Team EVT, they don't have enough crowd control right now. Why did they decided to go in for a Uranus?
I thought they would for a crisis and a hero that can scale up at the damages. It's okay though, because they might be dependent on the Lydia right now. You know, it's funny enough because it was we got the meme, right? The bit meme, Mr. Nonchalant Mage onto the Lilia. We got that meme, but it's gonna be the Lilia into the hands of Sanju against Bid instead of Bid. I think it's still okay, but the fact that they might be lacking out onto the scaling heroes into the late game for EVT might eventually be biting onto the behind. But nevertheless, Sacred Shrine, last pick, Dragon. Okay, it's okay. The Dragon is a neutralizer for the picks coming through from the side of EVT here, so they might eventually try to win a lane, especially for the hands of Romcom. So they can eventually work out. But you know what, Jeff, I feel like Secret Shrine this time around have the better drop. They have a scaling hero onto their side, and when you want to have a Yisusin, you want to have a control onto the roam and the mate, and they have that with the Khalid and the Zusin all together in one place. So mid-winning lane is what is into the hands of Shrine, so they can be able to play after the early game very well.
Exactly. They have a Yuzong who can have a really good early game, especially against Cody Cutie, who is on the Uranus, so he won't be having enough issues on the EXP side, which will be making sure that Romcom will be having a little snowballing if he gets the rotation perfected. But having faith on that CC against Crisis, who is on the Esmeralda, so I guess we have a really perfect rotation right now. It all depends on Godspeed right now, because however he wants to rotate, I mean, usually we see the EXP being ganked off, but depends on Godspeed about how he rotates right now. But Shenzu onto was a really amazing burst hero who can have a really perfect, but right now it still leaves out a question. But yeah, Sacred Shrine, they have a perfect hero. They have a perfect hero, the YSS, who can scale up his damage and have a perfect time, while Art is on towards that Khalid. So the aggressiveness, I guess, from the side of Team Sacred Shrine will be there this time.
Yep, that was what we were looking for here. But I feel like EVT are, you know, I think EVT can make things fun when they want to, with different kind of picks. This is the second time they debuted a hero in one series, so I'm looking towards it. Nevertheless, this is gonna be second game, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Land of Dawn. We have EVT versus Secret Shrine into the second game. This was the best of 3 series. The game number 1 taken away by EVT after 35 minutes long. So let's see how the second game will be able to fare out.
Exactly, the second game. Let's hope that this does not. I mean, like, let's just hope that this ends in a breeze. Nah, just kidding, guys. Let's hope for another 40-minute match. I just wanted to have a fun match here, but oh, first one might be coming.
He's still holding onto the flicker here, so they're still going okay right now. Madara and coming through. Beat might be in trouble. Second down very low, but Satoru first one able to get a kill onto Senzu right there, able to walk away with the shadow. That is gonna be 1 kill down the drain for the side of Sacred Shrine. Look at the emblems, Jeff.
Oh man, they're not stopping though. Madara will be taken down. Oh wait, already 2 kills on the hands of Sacred Shrine. But yeah, like you were talking about the emblems right now, the usual emblem, but common emblem will be on towards that Zushin here. So the, what do we call it, now will be regained really quickly, while usually, I mean, like, most of them, they have gone in for the really usual emblem set here. So you can say that yeah, they're just following up right now. There is nothing different as of now. Man, it's really hard to be predicting. But yeah, when Satoru is already level 4, while Ard might again will finally figures his way out, which is going to be causing him a little trouble in terms of the turtle here because the Raging Slash and the Flicker combo will not be there. But as long as he gets that Raging Slash perfected, it is going to be fun. But on towards the turtle, the fight might be immensing.
Oh, there might be a little bit of an engagement coming through. Corey QT
Sorry.
able to walk away, but it's gonna be the disengagement coming through. Vansatoro able to grab another kill onto the urn, but 3 kills across the board. And Madara trying to go in with the roly-poly, trying to give out a little bit of a reason, will not be able to. Now there's gonna be a Ghost Spirit with a shadow coming through. Madara able to grab a kill onto Romcom. He's gonna be taken down very low. It's gonna be the revival that's coming through as well. The whole level 5 is gonna be the Mountain Soaker and the stand. Mega kill from Vansatoro, 4 kills across the board. It might be Ghost Spirit in trouble. Next Fade will be able to get a kill onto Ghost Spirit. Right now the blue buff is what they want to go for. Bid to get person coming to as well. Corey QT might be taken down very low. Crisis steal onto the phase. The damage might be done, but he will be able to get a kill onto Art. Ransatoro with the QT onto the turtle right now. No one available for him to help, but Dragon will be popped as well. Corey QT onto the run, trying to get into the zone as well, but it will be Vansatoro able to grab a kill onto the turtle right now. Madara will be taken down. 5 kills for Mr. Vansatoro. He will be gonna be fed right now. Crisis steal onto the run for QT, but never mind. Gospel will be able to get a kill and a shut down onto the geese and staying Corey QT with another kill on his own. Romcom taken down very low. Raging Slash coming to Senju without the mana, will not be able to use out the black shoes. He will be taken down.
Oh man, this fight was an everlasting one. Once again, they went in at a really intense brawl. Like we can see in the instant replay, Madara straight up went in for the turtle, but he was picked off with a lantern flare. While was the turtle who was taken down by Vansatoro, but he was marked down by that god onwards that Hayabu, onwards that shadow, and he the price here. He was taken down by that only shadow kill. But speaking as well, we can saw Romcom paid his life as well while Corey QT got that kill. Though there was no mana onto a Shenzu for the black shoes to be used. There was a really perfect engage coming in from Art, but as we are speaking, it is still going to be Godspeed who is trying to take up as much damages, as much resources as he can. But oh, the fight is still coming in.
Oh, there might be something. Vansatoro able to grab another kill onto down very low and will be removed from it all. Romcom might be trying to go in with Corey QT, but this might be a disengage that they are looking for. But never mind, it's going to be a stun coming through. That's going to be a jump. The Cyrus to do, and Godspeed trying to go in, but Corey QT might be taken down very low. Bid trying to go in for more, but he does not really have the mana with the blooms coming through as well. The damages are in. Artorio trying to go in, but it will be another disengage coming through.
Oh man, that fight like it just escalated from the bot lane straight up towards the mid lane here. So that was a really escalating fight that we just saw, and that was going to be a really there is not going to be a really heavy price that was paid out by both the teams here, but you can still expect a few resources being traded out here and there. But as we are speaking though, the second turtle will be here of this match, and you can already see the side of Team EVC are starting up the turtle here, while there is going to be Romcom who will be with the back dragon farm onto the back line though.
Oh, it's gonna be Vansatoro with the turtle. It will be very low down to the backside. Artorio with another kill onto Sanju, able to take it down. Godspeed might be in trouble, does not have the shadow, will be displaced. Fade will be able to get another kill. Below 3 down the drain. Artorio onto the backside will be able to survive with the way he will be dancing around. But Romcom trying to go in for more. Corey QT able to do anything right there, so that will be another gain for the side of Circuit Shrine.
Oh man, the turtle as well as 3 people down from the side of Team EVT. What else type of trade the Sacred Shrine need? But as we are looking into the items, look at that. Art already completed Heptisis, while the what do you call sustainability is left onto as a Yuzong, but onto as a gold ranking though. Going to be Vansatoro with 4.41k gold, but oh look at that, the 3v1 engage onto a Corey QT.
Coming through. Oh my god, Corey QT will be taking down Vansatoro with another kill on his own. This guy. He's 7 kills already, and he might be able to get the snowball rolling on. But on the other hand, Fate might be taken down very low. 1 dance away. Crisis will be able to take him down. That was the trade they are looking for, but still in favor of the side of Sacred Shrine. Onto the mid side as well. Senju unable to do anything with the damage that's coming through from Artorio. That is the Kali we are talking about. Madara unable to do anything but watch as his control onto the map has been taken away.
Exactly, Madara is not able to do much since he is 5 kills. I mean like 5 deaths right now, so that is going to be giving him a really hard time in covering up on towards that goal gap here in terms of the roamers here, because though the EX there, but it depends on the items here. Though you have an inbuilt life bait, how long will it be sustained? How long will it be there though? Because that's the question. Once you don't stack up with the dominance ice, won't be able to do much. But speaking of dominant sides, it's going to be Crisis on the dominant side, while on towards the goal difference. Still Art, who is still a little ahead, while on towards the HP side, Uranus is having a little side. But yes, speaking of that, the third turtle, the last turtle of this match here in the land of Zon, while both the teams might want to go in for a contest, they are waiting up. They don't want to make the reckless mistake that they did last time from the side of Team EVT. They paid up a price. And with this, we can still see a lot of engages are being. Look at that, Debbie.
Yep, there might be another engage coming through. Matara trying to go. They have the as well. The turtle seems to change, but it's going to be dropped and be popped away. Godspeed might be drawn away. The blooms coming through, but Masatora will be able to get the third turtle in a row. There might be Godspeed taken down. Masatora with the killing spree. Aaron onto the backside trying to go in for more. He might be in trouble. Double kill for the guy right now. He's going to be getting triple kill. Masatora getting the set down for a QT onto the run fade. Might be onto the chase here with the CC, but it's going to be equalized here. The turtle onto the side of Sacred Shrine. They traded out with two of their members, but still in favor of Sacred Shrine.
Exactly, the side of Team Sacred Shrine, they are having the most fun time. Like we can already see in the fight, Madara was caught up in the Raging Slash with the Lantern Flare. Though they tried to go in for the turtle, it was still really heavy price that they wanted to go in for because Godspeed was zoned out when Satoru secured the turtle. And of that, Godspeed was also taken down as well as the middle lane while Madara was stunned down. Just chain stun coming on towards him. No Art was taken down, but it was a roamer for the triple kill. Almost a maniac for Wen Satoru. But what can we say? He was shut down sadly from Cody Cutie. But already bot lane a hang.
Might be another engage coming through. Madara might be onto the run. Shah Residue will be not able to take him down. Romcom still onto the chase, but Artorio might be in trouble here. Take it down. Walk away, but he does have the seal, but it's still not gonna be enough. It's gonna be the skill coming through from Godspeed right now. Romcom still onto the chase, trying to go in for more. Madara take it down very low. One last, and he's in that fade, able to get a double kill onto the backside. Sendu take it down as well. Crisis still onto the chase, might be taken down. Fade with the last hit, able to remove him from the picture here. Godspeed getting savaged upon, and it's gonna be the one hit coming through from Bansatoro. That is gonna be the shutdown. Godspeed will be removed here. It's gonna be an official wiped out.
Doing good. Sorry about the sorry.
My
Wi-Fi just cut out.
Look at this, Jeff.
Oh man.
Artorio, he got the heptasis again onto the Khalid, so no wonder he was able to get out the damage done, but now the Lord is already up, and I think
exactly. I mean, they are still waiting up, but the Lord will instantly being started off by the side of Sacred Shiny, while he is just using with that recall here, man. He is a menace to the society, but he just, can we say, give him a penalty card right now. But anyways, regardless of that though, we can still, they have managed to secure up that Lord really early on. I mean, not even 10-minute mark, they are already at a Lord here with 7k gold lead already on their hands. On the side of Team EVT, they are tying up a lot right now, but this time they don't have enough tankiness on their hands, and they don't have a perfect tank melter like last time we saw it was a Thamus. Though they have Shenzu, he can be marked down really early on. Like he is being taken down all the time straight off the early game here, and he is already at 5 deaths here. But speaking of that, already in top lane, that is still the second tier of top in the lane here, but the mid lane, there is still the Holy Shield exposed. I mean, the Holy Shield will be there, but slowly but surely it is still going to be the side of Team EVT that are tumbling apart right now. But if we are looking into the items, there was a rating. Oh, but the fight though.
Okay, there might be another fight coming through. Be able to. Blessing will be popped gone onto the mid side as well. There's going to be two inhibitors being vulnerable right now. A Sacred Shrine with again all over the places. That's going to be something that they can work around with. Another Lord, and they tongue down and all the inhibitors that has been vulnerable for the side of EVT. But hey, there's going to be another engage coming through. Raging Sandstorm will not be used upon, but it's going to be the minutes coming through as well. Artorio going to be the Dragon Recall as well. Recall trying to go in for the drone, able to drone away the members on the side of EVT. The inhibitor is what they wanted to go for. Crisis might be getting caught in the midst of it all. Have the Purify able to walk away, but got speed with the Sailor trying to go in, but he does not really have the damage. Just will be taken down. Masatora grabbing another of the kill, but it's going to be the Satana coming through from Senju, able to get a final kill onto Masatora. It's going to be the current call coming through as well. Fade trying to go in for more, but Bid will be able to take him down. Another one is still onto the chase. Artorio might be taken down with the Bloom, able to survive. still have the immortality ways to help him walk away with the heals. Crisis still up and around, trying to chase away, trying to clear out the minions as well, but Fade still with the damage that's coming through as well. Corey onto the chase, it might be in trouble. Artorio does have the ultimate able to walk away, but Corey will be taken down. It's gonna be killing free for a bit onto the Jew Shane.
Man, the middle lane exposed while two individuals still left for the side of Team EVT. Yeah, I mean, why am I getting deja vu right now? But oh, before that, the Godspeed trying to take down Speed, but he survives. But yeah, like I was saying, why am I getting a deja vu right now? Never mind. Let's just focus on the instant replay right now. Like we can see that we call it that of course R was taken down as well as Spade, while Godspeed though he tried, but that was not enough. But right now we can still see the fight on towards the live. Oh wait, the live match. We can already see the fight is there.
Yeah, there might be a fight brewing here. The Black Seals still with the damage is coming through, trying to go in. It's gonna beat Steady's response will pop there as well. One inhibitor is still down. The recall is coming through. Artorio might be getting chunked down. It's gonna be Madonna with the damage is coming through. It's gonna be an engage. It's gonna killing spree for Sandra, able to take Artorio down. The Dragon is still gonna be popped away. He still have the damage is in. He have to walk away. Romcom without the petrify will not be able to do anything about it right now. The good plans coming through for the side of EVT, but it might be something brewing here though. Once Toro will win position onto the boost right now with the emotes here. I think it's gonna be best if he recalls out here.
Okay, we see you when Satoru always just waiting, spamming that XD emote. But anyways, we saw that the Madara onto the back line.
Oh, it's gonna be another zombie. Might have to pop onto the ultimate kill onto Fade. He will be taken down very low. It's gonna be one Satoru going in. Madara taken down. Crisis with the jump, able to get a kill, but double kill for Van Satoru right now. Ramco taken down as well. Arturo with the chase. Godspeed does have the shadows able to walk in, and now he will not be committing with the shadow kill as well. Doesn't really have it right now, but the is already up. The mid lane is still wide open. Godspeed still onto the chase. Might be taken down very low. He does have the damage is done, and that is gonna be a successful survival coming through on the side of EVT. But the Lord is already up. AK goalie for the side of Secret Shrine, and this might eventually be an uncontested Lord.
Exactly. We can already see when Satoru is at the 12k goal lead here, while on towards the 15, not even 15-minute mark, the 40-minute mark is at a 12k goal lead. So that is a 12k goal. So that is going to be giving him a lot of benefits right now. But if we are looking into the items, we can still see the defenses being lacked off from Art here. While he has dominance as well as radiant armor, he is lacking on towards those crucial defenses items, which is going to be giving him a little trouble right now, but as eventually the game goes, he will be a tank hero. Though the life bane from Baksha will be there, but before that, though, the Lord is already with the ring.
Oh, Artorio tried to go in, does not really have the damage done yet, but then if it down, there might be a dead dress. There's all Madara might want to do something. Oh, that's have coming through from Romcom. Will be able to take him down. Madara will be removed, but the Lord is still up. But the full kill for Vizta Games. The dice coming through as well. The division is in. Masatori will be taken down as well. The minions is still up for grab. Godspeed doesn't really have the damage that's come through as well. Will be taken down very low. It's going to be Crisis trying to chase out anyone away from their base right now. But the base is completely under the focus on the side of Secret Shrine. They might want to go for the end, for the possible end. But it's going to be a successful clearance coming through for the side of EVT. It's going to be a settle landing on the pin. One more hit. And killing three but Godspeed able to shut down Sandrew. It's gonna be the chase coming through as well. Madara trying to go in for more bid. Able to walk away. That was the damage that they are looking for. 2-member with the defense successfully able to stay into the game.
Oh man, another successful defense from the side of Team EVC. Wait, Abby, are you feeling like this match is also going for a really extended time right now? Come on, man.
It might be close. It might be close.
Oh man, come on.
Same story, right?
Exactly. This is the same story on the previous match. We saw the side of Team EVT just surviving from almost defeated games, make a comeback. I mean, and they are making the same thing here.
Whoa! Wait. Look at that. Shadow kill? Not Sandrew. Godspeed! Hey, that's gonna be the shutdown with the last take coming through Romcom. Onto the backside, he's gonna be able to verify the Cyrus to do still available. He might be able to get down to the damage. It's done, but Fade able to get a kill onto Sandrew. Once the tournament with the double kill. Corey team with the shutdown, but it's gonna be Crisis still onto the run. 3 members chasing upon onto him. Might be taken down very low. It's gonna be with the damage coming from mid. On and on again. He will be dancing in and out, trying to chase out, trying to clear out to the minions, but it's gonna be Clarikuti trying to walk in with the help, able to help his teammate and clear it out to the minions as well. But Ramco still trying to go in for the damages in. The minions is still pouring in one by one. The immortality will be found as well. The base is completely wide open. Fade with the last hit will be able to equalize onto this game.
Oh man, the side of Team EVC, they crumble apart this time. Their discipline, their defenses were not able to stand a chance against, not the chance, but they were not able to stand their ground against Sacred Shrine's aggression. This I will have to tell Sacred Shrine that they play really aggressive and ended the game at really early pace, really early. It's 15-minute mark, but still, regardless of that, though, as you're coming back, we can see the player is going to be the nonchalant mid laner. Win, the man himself with that Zushin dealing his 7k damage, 18 while he has dealt the damage of 10k. Well, not 10k, 100k damage. And
Nonchalant make man. This guy is so good on whatever he plays on. Maybe the Zushin, maybe a utility, maybe the damage dealer. It's still gonna be up on the top list MVP, very deserving too. But looking at the build so far, I think it's highly likely that it was actually a almost full build by all the teams right there, because we could see the damages dealt by Secret Shrine was also out onto the grass, and Elusivity were able to have all of those defenses too. And I think Godsmith, this time around wasn't able to have the opening that he wanted, because they were picking up the Hayabusa so that they would be able to get a kill onto Juicing most of the time, but the Juicing was also way far behind. And the fact that into the early game was so clumsy of Elusivity, giving 5 kills directly into the hands of the Yi Xunshin, something you should not do against a Yi Xunshin, and that is what they did. And if they could have hold on just a little more longer, they could have, the draft also did matter here, Jeff.
exactly, if you're speaking about the draft, though, I mean, there was a Lucian followed up with Arc here, so we were all. I mean, even with Romcom onto as a news round, we could have just expected that 3 of these heroes, once they are picked off, the early aggression would be at a really fast pace, at the same time followed up with a really quick jungler. While if you're coming back on towards the stat, so 111k damage dealt from Fate here, 120k damage taken off from him itself, damage dealt is going to be 96k from none other than our Satoru. But yeah, coming back onto the head-to-head, so on towards the goal late, we get crisis like I was mentioning. Wait, will be having a better fight in terms of the laning phase as well, and he actually did that. He was rotating at a really pace. At the same time, he was having the most amazing time. But yeah, once was a jungling, it definitely became the most amazing time of his life in the jungling area. When Satoru, he already got the early game snowball here. He got those 5 kills. In the mid lane was a really losing matchup. RBC, which is definitely dominating the middle lane here against the Lilia. Though the damage from Lilia would, but it is all about how you play out the team fights here, and that's what we did. While on was the rope, though it was supposed to be Madara who supposedly the most amazing rotation, as well as a really sustainable situation here. It was still art. They should do up a lot of things. While on towards the EXP side, we can still say Romcom. Yeah, like I said, Romcom is already having the most amazing time of his life against the.
I feel like, elusivity kind of lacked into the crowd control as well. That kind of put them into the disadvantage situation. And of course, Rich Guy. What? 900 gold per minute. Wow. Onto a Yi Xunshin, not the gold laner, by the way. That's the jungle. And I think it have to be mostly. I feel like the blame can mostly go into the early game. The elusivity played like it was so bad. They give out all the kills into the hands of the Yi Xunshin and Ban Satoru. He was all over the places, and he got 5 kills across the board under 3 minutes of the game already. That was also the start of a disastrous game for elusivity, and we can see that too. And the carry is definitely gonna be the CC, who is Fade. He built it out with the damages, which you wanna do when you have a CC into the gold. So if you have enough frontliner. But I think this time around Crisis wasn't able to find any crossover with the Esmeralda here, because he really did shine a lot onto the CT, but he wasn't able to do much with Esmeralda as well. So maybe this time around he might eventually go for another marksman. But hey, that game is definitely very serious. But I also feel like if Elusivity have drafted a little bit better than they did, the Lydia could have been important if they were facing a lot of high HPs. But it was a Yi Shunshin. A Yi Shunshin is weak against magic damage dealer onto the early game. If they could have gotten a little bit of a burst into the mid side, they could have worked well and wonders to them. And we could also see he wasn't having the best clearance in comparison to the Jushin too. So that kind of put them in a position where they had to give away all the kills to the hands of Masaburo and losing out 3 turtles as well. And that too against the Yi Shunshin, that is the best game for a Yi Shunshin. And of course we can see that he already had 21 kills already when it was done. So you can never be too careful when you are against the Yi Shunshin. Of course you have a Hayabusa that can come through with you, that can be used as a counter for the Yi Shunshin to play for the Hayabusa into the early game. When you have an assassin, you might want to have an aggressor into the mid side, but I feel like Secret Shrine played it so well with the Khalid and the Jushin combination.
That's true. I mean, with everything that has been combined right now, it is really, what do we say? The title team EVT, they are not able to pull up that pressure as of now from the side of team. Secret China is being put up right now, so it's going to be a really tough decision from the side of team. They need to make up, right? Because they need to play at a little aggression. No, though they tried in the previous game, they weren't able to find out the side of team Secret Shrine mischievous streak that they had this Licia. And exactly that's what happened. We saw Shenzu was not able to play out that role really wisely here, and he got down straight of the early game, followed up with Madara being down as the game progressed. Or even Uranus was not able to stand up onto that sustainability, onto that damage that was being dished out on the side of Team Strickage here. But yeah, with this, we are already back with the side of the Sacred Shrine on towards the blue this time, and they will be having really, what do we call it, notable ban here. They don't want to give that Godspeed, that Lancelot here, and they have banned it off once again.
Yeah, you always gotta ban out the land. Think about Secret Shrine is that the early stages, they usually go for a target ban, and they're so good at reading out the opponents that is one of their stronger suits, and that can also help them quite a lot in this kind of situation, especially the best of 3 matches. So this might eventually be them reading out the opponent. This one, in this case, it's gonna be EVT. So for EVT though, the third game of best of 3 series, and we can see here for both the sides already, they are respecting out the jungles again. And I feel like the Hayabusa could still be a respect ban for Goldsmith. It can be a deny too, but this time around they wanna deny out onto the Bastia instead of the Assassin, because as we can see, AVT do have a carry into the XP lane side as well as the gold lane side too, so they are more, it's better if they play out the utility. And I feel like Secret Shrine also read it out. They have to ban out the Bastia here.
Exactly. I mean, we have saw EVT side. They have picked up a backshot on the jungle as well as on towards that roam here, but this time it is going to be on towards that and section instead. But let's see what the side of team EVT are planning on, because they have again went in for the Lapu Lapu, and this is the third game in that Lapu Lapu would be in the ban list here. I mean, they don't want to give out the Lapu Lapu to each of them, so yeah, we can just say it out. But this time you can see YSS being banned off as well, so that is a coming in from the side of team PVC for Van Satoru here, and goes from the side of team Secret Shine here. They don't want to give Godspeed that Lancelot, while the Gacha would the ban list well this time. So I guess the side of team Secret Shine, they are planning off for really combo here, maybe.
They can really do that. But the consistent ban onto the Lapu Lapu for the red side is definitely commendable here, because you really want to be removing out the Lapu Lapu all the time. So that's something that they really wanted to focus on for EVT. But Gotham ban, huh? Okay. Madara, I think mostly, I feel like he can play any kind of hero that he wants, because he have pulled out he can pull out the Grok also, which they actually banned. Okay, it's a deny for Arc. He pulled out the Balearic, right? So the Gato was also still an option for Secret Shrine. Have to admit that Kimi will be the first pick here, which was notably done. So EVT, do they want to play the Eve or the Jushin?
That's true. I mean, they have banned off the block here, but left out with Kimi here, and we know Bit for his Kimi. The way he plays out that Kimi is going to be really big. I mean, we usually see Sacred Shrine, they go for four mountains while letting Bit take up all the damages here. So it's quite a bit of a trouble that will be put out, I guess, if they let that same thing happen here, but not for long though, because Godspeed will be having that higher once again, which will it's a little trouble, a really a really little amount of trouble that again for Bid here, though he has a jetpack, but how many times will he be able to spam him up? Because that's the question. While the Sonic team EVC, they have that Esmeralda now, so the handing off the Bakshia was not a wise choice because they could have picked up the Bakshia, counted off that Esmeralda. But right now, let's see how they melt it down because this is the Broken Walls map and they decided to pick off that Hilda and combining it with the CC as well.
Man, broken walls, Hilda. I've never seen that. I've seen dangerous wall, Hilda. Dangerous Garces, Hilda. But hey, it's okay because Hilda can still work wonders when it's against assassin. And I think it might be into the hands of Mr. Art here, so they might need a little bit of a pop into the hands of Romcom. So, for EVT here. Yeah, could still work. The first side is still up for grabs, but they can wait out for the mages figure to the last part so that they can be able to see what Secret Shrine can go for. They may pick up another hero. Okay, Madara special, the Kalea. I don't know, the Kalea I feel like the Kalea is actually good, but you need to have a kind of distraction when you play a Kalea, and you need to have a little bit of a combination that might force you to play either the Lunox or any other bursty hero that can work well with the Kalea. So, or maybe they might want to play you know, a marksman, a classic marksman into the gold lane side, which can totally happen. But on the other hand, though, for EVT, Fanny is still up for grabs, so they can ban it out.
I mean, the Lunox is still not banned off, so maybe the side of Team EVs they can pick it out if they don't want to ban it out because the Parsa, the Lunox, they are won't pick, but they want to ban off Van Satoru. They have banned off that Annie, and maybe they will go for another assassin here, like a Joy, to force Van Satoru on towards that tanky, the utility jungler, maybe, but mm, that's still a really questionable path that they would have to go in for because Silent Team Sacred Shrine, whenever we usually see them pick up that Kimi here, they actually go ahead and pick off that, what do we call it, four tanky and one sustained hero here. So let's see how they play it out right now. But depending on that, though, Silent Team Sacred Shrine, they have a ban. What do you think that you like that?
They have to ban out the mazes here, yeah, the best yeah, because it's a complete layer to go through with. And for EVT though, I think this time around it's okay to let one jungle. The Joy can be handled by the Kalea, so it's okay. They can ban away one of Romcom's hero. Maybe even Bolas could work. The dragon is still up for grabs, so Arlott can also be one factor because I feel like Secret Shrine they do need a little bit of setup because they can play the Kimi, they can play the CC into the gold side and play another damage into the jungle so that they will be able to have 3 flyers and 2 damage healers. Or even just completely remove the jungle here, it's okay though. I mean, the Joy can be handled, but I don't have anything in mind. Okay, there we go. The Arlott was the possible option here.
Just as we were speaking, the Arlott will be in the ban section here, so the Romcom will not be his Arlott right now, but he still has a lot of EXP heroes in his team right now, so maybe he can pick up a use of if he wants to, maybe even a Phoveus. Though Phoveus could not be a perfect option here, but it all depends. Though Lapu Lapu is always in the ban. He gives in a row that Lapu is in the ban list and is still remaining. Romcom has not gotten a lot of his signature heroes, though he has gotten a YZ, but we do not know him for a YZ. We know him for playing Lapu Lapu as well as Esmeralda, not Esmeralda, but the Lapu Lapu and Arlott here. So these two heroes are banned off right now, as well as Esmeralda being picked off. So it all depends on how they play it out. While the Penalty Sacred Shrine banned off mages, but they have forgotten that there is a youth that's still left open and they have picked it up.
The Eve was the last possible option for a Kalea. And I thought that, maybe there's a multiple times that EBT could go for the first half when they pick out the Kalea and pick out the Kalea into the later part because I don't think Secret Shrine would want the Kalea for themselves either. They could have waited out, but it's okay because the last time even the Kalia work in this tournament was into the hands of Yellowstone. It was Lemon there, Savage Warrior combination. They went for the late game and they were able to pick it off against Johan, by the way. So that was definitely amazing combination that they come through with. So Secret Shrine now, they can pick out the Yuzhong or even the Phobius is still available for grabs because I feel like EVT, they might eventually go for a marksman. Okay, Guinevere for Bansato, no joy.
Okay. Answer to Jungle Gulliver. Okay, that is something that I was waiting to see him play. But anyways, he has picked it up right now. While Omcom again, wisely and decided to EVC, they are lacking in terms of the damages because leaving the full damage on that Hayabusa, not a good decision. And that is going to be a CT on the goal lane, so you do not want to send the Esmeralda on the goal lane now. If you guys want to maybe a Nathan cover up the magic damage, maybe it can work out, but it can be picked off really early on right now. But yeah, like I was mentioning, Debbie, I don't seems like it's right. They usually let Bit take up all the damage parting here, while the rest usually go tank lineup. And they go in for 4 mountain while Bit damage here, and they have it again while the side of Team EVC, they have went in of that heroin. So that is going to be a scaling on the hands of Team EVC now.
Classic goal in there, that's what they wanted. Because most of the time when you pick out the Yip, you want to come together with first that is it. The Kalia can be made look, but the early game is gonna be something weird for EBT. They have to wait it out just a little bit because Secret Shrine, they have a lot of control to the early stages of the game because there is a Hilda already to the wrong position that's gonna be into the heart and into the hands of Arturia. So that is something that they need to focus on right now. And of course, Senju might have to bring out the Purify too. And the fact that Harry is versatile onto which kind of spells that he wanna go for, that is why it's gonna be picked away by Crisis as well, because most of the time when you are against a Guinevere into the jungle, they really go for the damages this time in this current meta. So you want to purify that out and try to stay as alive as long as possible. And they might eventually be able to do so. But Secret Shrine, man, they are very clean onto how their execution goes on. So EBT this time around, they need to be really careful into the early game and do not repeat the same mistake that they did into the second game that we witnessed.
Exactly, the second game we did saw EVT crumble a little bit when it came towards the early game side. They let the side of Team Secret trying to have team snowballs. They do not want to make the same mistake this time, though they have a really strong comp this time. They still require those scalings, which will take them a little time while the side of Team Secret Shrine Bit gets that CPU so really early on and stacks it up really perfectly. It is going to be the side of Team Elusivity who will be having a lot of trouble. But yes, yes, guys, we are in the last game of this BO3 series with Seikei Shrine having 1 point and Team EVC having 1 point. The tiebreaker is here as well as the decision maker. Whoever wins this match will be qualifying for the round robin matches, right, Debbie?
Yep. Who will win it out? Who will be the one, the first squad to go into the round? This is the game. This is the decider that we are looking for. So let's see how they will be able to play it out because onto the mid side already there's a lot of momentum being built through by Bit as well as Shinju though. They're gonna be equalizing onto the damages so far, but hey, it's gonna be the shadow coming through onto Artorial. There's gonna be Ghostly trying to go in, will be able to walk away, but looking at the emblems though, I think it's really
Exactly.
pretty cool, right?
Oh, wait.
Oh, never mind. There might be a petrifier with Romcom. I get the first ball onto Madara. There was an early rotation coming through, a lack of combination coming here, but Arturio might be taking down very low. It's gonna be it's gonna be Senju with 1 kill with the compensation. But Beat was still able to survive, so Roma for Roma is what they are looking for. Senju might be in trouble getting a stat. No level 4 for Mansataru just yet, but it's gonna be a poke from the side of Eve that will be helping him move a little bit.
Okay, so it's going to be Ren Satoru who is actually going for the damage because he has the Impure Rage as well as his right now, so he will be having. Oh man, I mean, Guinevere damage. We usually know how strong she is when she gets those items here, and Knowing bid as well, if both the magical that type damage heroes would get those items, they will be having a lot of fun as well. But oh, look at Ardo will be caught off.
Okay, does have the flicker able to burn just before at the tail, so it's definitely going to be in favor for the side of EBT right there. They can go directly onto the sniper. Once at the row already now level 4, he does have the violet required, so they might want to go for a little bit of an engage coming through, but Shenju getting the level 4 already onto the bottom lane. The Corey Cutie taken down very low by Romcom here, but he still have the minions, so he'll be able to get out the level 4 on time. But the fact that, EBT have a dragon onto this, no, not a dragon, a Secret Shrine have a dragon to the side, they might eventually have a good turn.
But oh, before that, look at Romcom. He is already coming in with a Black Dragon form, but the middle fight is still there with Van Satoru
Oh,
gets the. And with that, Fade will be getting a kill onto a Smart Zarda with distraction pills missing, but oh, Spatial Migration will be here with the Requiem, and it is going to be Corey who will be taking now when Satoru secures that kill, which are just zoning down Godspeed. He does not want to let him go
yeah.
anytime soon. Turtle. And with this, we'll be seeing the side of Team Sacred Shrine having 2 kills as well as a turtle on their hands now.
There was a good engage coming through, whenever there is play for the dragon and trying to get him out into the lane and get up and the Bittify available so they'll be get out the objective done. But level ranking they'll bid onto the level lead eventually when even though sent to who had the first into the first 3 minutes of the game.
Exactly. We can still see a little issues coming in from the side of Team EVC as they're crumbling apart. But oh, before that, there's going to
Oh,
be Tsunami Slam. They will be catching R with a real manipulation. Comes in as the quad shadow connects on towards R. He will be taken down. Adana, though, almost dropped it down, but there is no HP left on his bar. But he is still standing up. Bomcom missing that tail just a little bit. And with that, we seeing the side of Team Sacred Shrine having one of their members taken down, while the side of Team EVC does not pay any price for that.
that was actually a good engage coming through, but the immunity was still available. The 3 to the sky is what 3 to the 2 score is what we are looking for. Once that we're trying to get a little bit of a beaten up on top, trying to get the damage onto Crisis right now, but there might be a re-engage coming through from Artorial. Godspeed might be in trouble, taking down very low. It's gonna be the collective blast with the double damage coming through as well. Hey, he might be taking down very low, but the blue buff is what he wanted to go for and might eventually try to focus onto the retribution as well. So that first will is what he needed. And the strike already taken into the hands of Godspeed. Never mind, we have to focus on the gold ranking as well because looking at the gold ranking so far, Fate he's gonna be having the number one here because he have been having a good lane in comparison to Crisis, who is still up for the chance to go for that level. But then again, the turtle is gonna be up here, the black dragon being popped to Madara being chased away. It's still gonna be a little bit of a zone in case some disaster happen coming through. But it's a free turtle that they are having right now, but Arturo trying to go dive. Sentu might be taken down very low. He might be able to survive, able to walk in, but here's some coming.
Oh, Tsunami
Madara
Slam.
with the Tsunami Slam able to take Romcom down. One resource is being burned away with one kill. The turtle for an XP laner.
Exactly. It is going to be the side of Team EVC who will be having a little issue, but in time, it is going to be Godspeed who will make sure that the macro will be there. But before that, Crisis isolated 4v1 scenario, and he will be taken down while he takes down
Oh,
Art as well. So another robot for a goal lane, though it was already not a fair trade, I would be saying, but at the same time, it is what it is right now. At least you took down one before you died there. So yes, that lane will be saved up for now, but the first priority is going to be concentrated from our will just Van Satoru, and it is going to be the growing ones from Shenzhou. And with that, the top lane first tier will be taken down, while the bot lane first tier of the side of Team Sacred Shine is almost at the peak of being destroyed right now. While they are defending their turrets really wisely, it is not that fun of a situation right now. But before that, is going to be
oh,
some
Madara trying to go in for more. It's gonna be there. Oh, the back popped again. The Shadow kill Shadow will be able to get
Oh,
that Romcom down, but another
uh,
miss will be coming to Arturo with the damage onto Madara, able to take him down. Immunity coming through. Goriku's
oh,
able to survive. It's gonna be a jump in the fire. Bid able to get a kill onto Godspeed right now. The jungle down
oh,
for the side of EBT with the Roma. The XP lane are traded away, but the mid lane is what they get for Sacred Shrine with that engage. So it's all in favor of Sacred Shrine.
exactly. The side of Team Sacred Shrine, they are having the most favorable power right now. And this time, we can again see Art making sure that he gets that, what do we call it? Aptices, I guess. I don't know what he's trying to do, man. He is always on towards the Aptices,
Yeah.
making sure that he gets the dominance before that Aptices this time. While on towards Madara, he has actually completed that Oracle so that his healing would be a much stronger rather than going for it. But before that, the Lord Fight will be here.
Oh, the turtle still coming. Be the danger zone he jumped into. Fade. Able to take him down. The dragon will be popped as well, but three turtles in a row, Jeff, for the hands of Sacred Shrine. But Artorio now with a bit of a taunt coming through. Hey, that was nasty, man.
Exactly. There was a bit too nasty, like we were talking right now. But oh, before that, well, if you are looking into the but before that, that is a life tank that is having a brawl right now.
Oh, that might be something of a some coming through. Once Artorio trying to go.
Ooh, wait, please, wait. What
Able
is
to get a kill, just to take it down very low. The center kill will become intense. Artorial taken down for the mage. It will be one kill onto the hands of Godspeed yet again. But the engage was good. Sacred Shrine, they can trade out Artorial with anything that they want right now, and that direct right now is what they want, and they'll be getting it. No blue buff for Godspeed here. Romcom able to zone him away.
exactly? It was Ransa who was like, you might have taken my turtle, but I'm not letting you take your own purple buff anymore
Yeah.
now. And with that, see Godspeed without that purple, not the orange buff right now, which is going to be giving him a lot of trouble in the goal lead right now. But the carry is going on towards Shenzu while the sandbag is on towards Art right now. I mean, he is always on towards Shenzu. He is not letting him go anytime sooner. He is not letting him have the fun time anytime sooner. And with that, we can see the side of Team Sacred Shrine are slowly getting up all the macros, and they are not letting side of Team Elusivity have any hopes, any go-ins or making a comeback as long as it's
Oh,
not the late game like they for. But there was a quad shadow missed out for now. Though Romcom is hiding, he should have just waited. Oh, he does not have the petrify. Oh, he has petrify. Should have waited just a little longer to catch Godspeed there.
okay, that might be a engage. Artorial! Gonna be running away! Godspeed able to survive in the center. That was a close call. Good combination, good position coming through from Antonio onto the hill there, but right now to the top side. Chen2 might be in trouble, able to RWM away to safety. Fate might be able to jump away, but then might be a re-engage coming through as well. Immunity not be there, but there with the tsunami slam able to take Artoria down. Well, to the backside is going to be the center kill being used upon normal 7 damage coming through. Samantha will be popped as well, but the dragon is still there. Current kills with the jump, but there might be the Samantha being popped too. Immunity is still out there, but the Maces is in. They might not be going for a re-engagement, but Romcom not trying to go in, but the discipline coming through from Sacred Shrine up on the top notch.
Exactly. Ren Satoru, he is making sure that all the purifies from the side of Team EVC would be forced out with a spatial migration, and he is not using that Requiem really on making sure that it will be used up at a really last stack here, especially that he can just use up that alt and knock up enemies with the three stack combo here. He's just waiting patiently right now, but with that, the Lord is here already with a 10-minute mark. But will
Oh.
it be enough? Because the Lord Dance is already here while the side of Team EVC, they want to contest it, but will it be enough though? As we can still see the side of Team EVT are crumbling apart a little bit, but middle lane we can still see Bid almost being taken down by the one of Ashes. But before that, it is going to be spatial migration, or not
Oh.
spatial migration, because oh look at that,
Artorio!
baby.
Hey, it's gonna be the sun coming through. Artorio with the flicker. Well, two surviving abilities, but there might be a damage coming through. Godspeed still onto the run. Artorio still available. He might be going in. Godspeed. No center kill will be committed as well. He's gonna be a sun coming through as the way around tab into the mid below, taken down by Sutter, able to get a kill onto the Godspeed here. Right now, the violent recurve crisis will be taken down by BG. Yet again, Artorio in trouble, but Zara will be taken down as well. Mr. R still surviving a miss through those onslaught, but the Lord is definitely gonna be free for the side of Sacred Shrine.
Exactly. Just look at the instant replay as we were seeing Artorio use up that flicker to use up that bait perfectly, and the curtain curls just came in the most amazing time that we could have imagined, catching Shinzu as well. Not Shinzu, but it was Crisis as well as Godspeed was caught up in the curtain calls, and with the slam instantly coming catching Godspeed. No Romcom was sacrificed for that, but it was a worth it one because Crisis was also taken down because of spatial migration in the and with that Madara just followed down the grave as well. And with that, we can still see the side of CVC are making those little tiny things that are really making up a huge patch, a huge pothole that is making a cause. That is going to be the cause that they might be falling off right now. But before that, Dominus Ice is finally on towards our Kalia Madara, which should have been the first priority, I'll be saying, since there is a use of a CC as well as a Gurivia who heavily rely on the spell web. And other than the Oracle, if the Dominance Eyes would have been there and followed up with the Oracle, it would have been a perfect opportunity for Cyber Team EVC to have a little more aggression on the hands. But regardless of that, what am I saying? But anyways, like I was saying, towards the top lane, the Lord will be there, but the Holy Grail will be making sure that there will be no engages right now. But for that, Romcom already used up the Black Dragon form with the Quad Shadow.
Oh.
On towards the back, it has no but Romcom to heavy damage taken up from the turret. Will be taking down.
RWM, that's gonna be a sucker into onto the backside. Fade. Oh, trouble taking down very low. Corey QT able to throw them away. Goes onto the backside. Fade. One in away with the Surrogate taken down. Artorial still onto the run. Corey QT trying to jump in for more. He might be trouble onto the bosses. That's not a fight you want to take. But on the other hand, still onto the taste. Price is still trying to get a damage done right now. Artorial taken down very low. He's still running up on top. The one last hit. Corey QT able to grab the shutdown kill onto Artorial right now. One nuisance away, but still, that was a good response coming through from the side of EBT.
Exactly. The side of Team EVC, they took up that token of, what do we call it? They took up the token of heavy light and the holy light, and they actually made it out here. But over tracking pulls catching 2 people, but the middle lane is at a heavy loss right now.
Knock up, Tsunami Slam coming through. One more hit away. Speed, Black Dragon being popped too. The damage is in bed. With that much of it, that was able to take anyone down. Madara will be the victim right now. The Taste is still out there. Purify will be popped. The Senju still onto the run. Satoru have the jump, will not be able to land onto anyone right now. The Shadow is still out there. The Shadow kill will not be coming back. Oh, Speed might be able to pop that onto the immortality of Van Satoru right now. That was a good response, and they are willing to take it for granted. And that might be trying to go in a little bit in off and engage coming through, but Corey Kitty trying to give out a little bit of a reason onto the mid side here, but never mind, there might be a re-engage coming. Falls right onto 2 mirrors, fighters taking down as well mid, able to take anyone down too, but onto the other side it's gonna be Senju getting solid upon by Artoria onto the Hilda right now. There was a great response coming through from the side of Sacred Shrine. They're trying to go in for a little bit of a re-engagement, but the base is what they wanted right now. The inhibitors will be popped the bond. It's going to be taken down right there. The mid lane is what they wanted. They will be able to take it down. The minions are still pouring in. The Black Dragon is gonna be used. Godspeed might steal onto the taste. It's gonna be a knockout coming through. Madara will be taken down. Beat will be damaged. Dealer, but it's gonna be the jump coming through. Myler Cam will be in now to take it down. The base is completely wide open. Sacred Shrine with a clean end. Up to the very end. This will be the end of the series. The best of 3 and the first team to qualify for the round robin. It's gonna be Team Sacred Shrine. Ladies and gentlemen, you have your first best team after the tournament. The first team into the round robin will be Sacred Shrine, and very deserving, I would say. Perfectly well done. They have been able to perform so well. The first game, 35 minutes, yeah, we were there, but now they are up, able to get the momentum done. Oh, the player of the match is gonna be Mr. Van Satoru. It's definitely something that we don't usually see him on, but Guinevere working out so good onto this, and he will be able to get that. But I feel like Artorio was doing a really good job in joining away Senju too. But hey, what can be done here? He was playing so well. But onto the other side though, we can see that there was a lot of damage coming through from the side of Elusivity already, but they weren't able to capitalize on that because they were drawn away most of the time because of the presence of the Hilda and Madara. Onto the Kalea, wasn't able to do anything whenever there is an option for them to go on. It's always gonna be the Hilda, because that Hilda was a frontliner, and they usually forced out the Tsunami Slam onto him most of the time. So yeah, that was something that they can focus on too. But hey, onto the other hand, this dude Art has been playing the Blade of Heptasis 3 games in a row, and he's always gotten the hero that benefits onto the Blade of the Heptasis too, so that's definitely okay. There's another damage onto the jungle right there. He's able to make it out very perfectly well done. CC 3 games in a row, it's 3 wins in a row, definitely something that we have to focus on too. Esmeralda, 100% appearing. Oh, these 2 heroes are never banned out. I feel like Esmeralda loses out 2 and CC won 1. But nevertheless, there was a lot of momentum being created. But the only problem I have for elusivity was that they do not really have the early combination for the Kalea. And I feel like Secret Shrine do understand that because they were the one betting with the Lunas already. So if it was a Lunas instead of the Eve, they could have had a very, very good early game. But nevertheless, I feel like Secret Shrine, they were the one having the better execution. They were the one doing the most there. The clean game that they had right there. Fate onto the CC again. Third time in a row, this dude has been on fighter. But for Crisis, he's changed up a little bit. The Herrick coming into play, but I feel like he wasn't able to make it work because CC is always going to be winning out to the lane and he's much better. On the other hand, the time onto the Hayabusa unable to find the win yet again, but this time around he was able to perform so well. The damages were there, but it was unfortunate because one Satoru was already fed at that point. One jump was all that it takes, and he always get caught into the jump most of the time. That was perfectly well calculated by Van Satoru too. Hilda, man, is such an annoying hero. Nevertheless, I mean, this dude has been known for a playmaker, but damage dealing potential in his hands 2-3 times in a row. Definitely something that we can focus on too. But Kalea, I think Madara loved the Kalea, but this time it didn't work out because there wasn't a combination. But nevertheless, man, the XP winners was what shines the most in these 3 games, and this time around Corey QT will be losing it out onto the Dragon against the Dragon. Yeah, that was amazingly well done by the side of Secret Shrine here. Rich Kaido, 700 gold per minute, nothing too crazy for Fate here onto the CC, Yakari, Sanju onto the Eve, of course, that was a damage that they wanted into the late game. Sandbag, Korikuchi, the wingman, steal Fate. Fate onto two stacks, 9 total assists, that was perfectly well done. After a 35-minute game, these 2 teams have been playing for 15 minutes only. That was perfectly commendable. But nevertheless, man, Esmeralda, third time in a row. I think it is gonna be 80% win rate. No. 70? 75? 75% win rate. Still okay, man. That was a good game, well played by both of the teams. Amazingly well done. Elusivity still have the talents, man. They are the best squads that we have right now with the teams up to the players too. But Circuit Shrine always still gonna be up on the top side. But that was the 2-0 brackets, ladies and gentlemen. Best of 3 full games that we went along a game, and of course all dramatic even and different scenarios, different changes, different methods that we have seen from both of the teams to debut heroes, and yeah, no marksman as well. But nevertheless, that was it, what we had for today. Not today, for this best of 3, we have another one that is as well, and we are going to be seeing them into the next round. The second team to qualify for the round robin will be decided onto that next best of 3 series, so stay tuned for it, because before that we're going to be taking a bit of a break and coming back for the new one.
Do you think I'm crazy? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, welcome back to the Mythic Showdown Season 2, brought to you by War Drum Games. We just had a really long series between Secret Shine and Elusivity Esports, but at the end, Secret Shine was able to come out on top with the third game and becoming the first team to be in the round robin, aka the LAN qualifiers itself. So let's see which is going to be the second team joining in on the LAN event. I mean, the LAN qualifiers, aka the round robin again. It's going to be team, of course, RNTX or Revenant X Mark versus Yellowstone. And with it, we're going to be having them, of course, on the stage in this best of 3 series. And after all, they're in this 2-0 brackets, and they'll be able to get into becoming most likely the second team into the round robin. But anyways, let me introduce this. I am really sorry.
Okay.
It happens. I'm sorry. Anyways, introduce myself. I'm Ray, and joining me is
I mean, let's not keep the audience alien from what just happened. I turned off my camera to sneeze, and and the sneeze was very loud, and it went inside Ray's headphones, so he just heard me sneezing. That's why I turned off my camera for a moment there. But yeah,
it happens. It's cold, man.
Yeah, it's the weather is like that, you know. And with whatever natural problems we are facing, we're still going to continue and cast ahead. So yeah, with that, RNTX versus Yellowstone. Yeah, the logo is kind of revamped, so I'm still not used to seeing this logo and recognizing instantly that it's Yellowstone.
Yeah, same for me. I was confused earlier as well, but yeah, I was able to get prepared. But anyways, it's obviously back again, ladies and gentlemen. Ray and Fredo on the casting desk after quite a while, damn. But yeah, we will jump straight into the draft in a few seconds, as you can see on your screen. And once we come in, we will go into this BO3 series, and we'll one of the things that, of course, this was an idea by Fredo. I won't shy away from saying it, that mentioning the server in the bottom, left side, because this time we have a lot more teams. In the Swiss stage, we had a lot of teams that were conflicting servers, Mumbai and Northeast or Bengal server, right? I mean, we already have SA2L. I think all of you know that is Mumbai server, but this time, RNTX is also one of the teams that is from Mumbai server as well. So we wanted to showcase which teams are playing in a server disadvantage and they can still overcome, the difficulties and win ahead. It's kind of a nice procedure, and at the same time, sometimes you get my point. Who wins, who lose. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that. But with it, we will dive into the drafting phase. RNTX and of course Team Yellowstone. Looks like Yellowstone is going to be on the blue side getting that first pick. RNTX will get the second one. And look at them. They got their, sponsor jerseys looking all flashy and everything, right, Fredo? I'm still getting used to, seeing them like in unified jersey.
Honestly, and these are not... Of course, there are a lot of pictures. Everyone knows it. We've all seen it. We're all really used to it now. Most of the pictures that we are using is AI generated. There is no doubt about that. But of course, RNTX, and of course, honestly speaking, I never really thought this would happen before the release of GTA 6. But we already have the real photo of the best jungler of India, Mr. Joseph, who was so shy to give photos, and of course, he always created. Of course, a lot of difficulties for every organizer, but finally, because of course RNTX have hired him, I would say, is probably the reason why we have finally got to witness how the best jungler of India probably looks like. And I would not shy away from saying that he can actually gap Kyrie.
I love that tonight. Looks like we're getting unfiltered Fredo, who's not really holding back. It's a nice not change of pace. It's nice that he's back again. And with it, we are obviously I mean, I'll let Fredo continue on those. Okay, I acknowledge what he said, but I won't continue on them. Instead, I'll focus on the analytics, right? So, anyways, the bans are going to be coming in from the side of Yellowstone on the Lancelot and the Lapu Lapu, of course, targeting not just the meta but a few signature heroes as well. On the other side, RNTX is going for a little bit more. It's a mixed bag. Of course, they're going for the Hilda, even though this is a flying cloud map, because I think you're more likely to ban the Hilda on the dangerous grass map more. But let's see, since the flying cloud map only really helps the mid lane get to their lane faster, because other lanes they still have to go up ahead. So let's see how they can impact this game on their behalf. But with it, the bans are done. First pick from Yellowstone could be a potentially XP lane or could be a damage dealer as well. Let's see, what do they settle for?
I'm really confused as well as to what they could go for their first pick. CC is not open. They can go for the Eve or the Alice, I would say. Both of these are highly contested picks with high value as well if you go for them first. Of course, there's also the Eastern Shin if you want to consider that. Lancelot is banned out though. But instead, a roamer that everyone just keeps forgetting in this tournament that I've seen so far. The Grok shows up here finally, and it is in the hands of Yellowstone as their first pick. A good way to start things off. But now RNTX have the opportunity to pick up both the heroes, like I just mentioned, the Eve and the Alice. And if they can pick up these two, then yeah, it will be really advantageous position for them. But instead, they do not go for the Eve. They go for the Kimi here. And honestly, Kimi actually kind of works against invaders, and Grok is an invader. But now, the thing is, Yellowstone can go for the Farsa and just outrange that Kimi.
Yep, that is most likely should be the case from the side of YS. Bakshay is going to be popping in here. You know, many people always assume that he will most likely go to the jungle lane, but we have been seeing a few teams that have been playing the hero like last moment. They will basically pick a hero, which is the jungle, and shift him back into the roaming place. It is basically to throw their opponents off. Let's see if Revenant X Spark is going to be going for that strategy. On the other side, just like you mentioned, I think Farsa should be grabbed right away right now. But at the same time, picking up the Farsa right now can run with a risk, which is, of course, there can be a Yuzhong, there can be basically a Khalid, there can also be other dive-in heroes that can really disrupt the Farsa. So I think that's the reason they're kind of still hesitating, and instead they're going to be going with another stationary hero, which is going to be the Eve itself. And yeah, just like I told you, Yuzhong was going to pop up because they really need someone that can go the back line, because they already got the Hayabusa, so they cannot give away another back-end hero into the ban phase or into the picking phase. So with it, I think the draft is honestly a little bit 50-50 for now, because we still have to find out if this Bakshay is going to be shifted to the roam, because Afraid is the one picking it up, so it most likely can be roam, but of course they don't know that. They don't know it yet. It can still be shifted to the jungle any second, because Joseph has, I mean, one of the reasons he's really good on the jungle is that not only does he have good fast hands on the assassins, he does not have a limited hero pool. He can shift to the tank jungle whenever you need him to. So let's see what's going to be the process as we move to the second bans. And of course, a lot of people appreciate the background of Fredo. It took him a lot of while, but he finally got really nice posters, and you know, he should slowly become a cinephile, I think, with, you know, how many movies he has been consuming.
But I was already a cinephile before.
Yeah, but it's just more obvious now.
Yeah. People definitely, you know, started playing a lot more games. I would say consuming a lot more content in the Corona phase, but I became a cinephile in the Corona phase because I was consuming a lot of cinematic movies. But yeah, leaving that aside, we're in the second ban phase now, and we're seeing decent Shin and Uranus getting picked off here by both sides. I think these are decent choices, but I still feel like the Alice is actually a bigger threat than the Uranus. Considering the AOE of her ultimate, right? The ultimate is definitely the game-changing one, because the immobilization AOE is just so huge that you cannot really escape it, even if you have a flicker. You know, when you are trying to escape from it, if you are more closer to the center of the Alice's ultimate, even the flicker sometimes just fails to cover the distance. So for that reason, it's a very good initiation tool. But they're picking up the Ruby here actually, which is kind of interesting. And fact that I would like to
Yeah.
point out here is the Hayabusa has showed up in a lot of matches versus the Kimi, and every single time I've seen the Hayabusa pop up against the Kimi has always been the one who suffered. So I'm really curious to see if which here, of course, a veteran player, I would say, because he does not really have any fixed roles, right? He plays everything. So a veteran, right? Which here, let's see if he can stand his ground against the Hayabusa of Kai's.
Yeah, it is true. Mainly, I mean, it is theoretical, but lately a few Kimis had been more problematic. But people have figured out. People have figured out good ways, good angles to flank out and overwhelm the Kimi as much as possible. Because when a hero is too much visible onto the meta, people eventually get used to countering that hero and playing it. But yep, there we go. You were mentioning it, and if I'm not wrong, this should be. Please be a goal lane. Yeah, it should be a goal lane Alice, which is one of the signature picks of Aaron the Creator. Right now his name is Aaron because we had to shorten it, but still I call him Aaron the Creator because I know many people know him. This guy, he was a menace way back on this time of the year, literally last year, November month. This dude was being a menace with that Alice goal lane, and look at that. Looks like he's gonna be giving us a little bit of a nostalgia trip with a different Alice, but I would say it's way better Alice, right? That's why she's on a transition because damn. So let's see how good this Alice will pop up, and I think that's the whole reason they kind of banned out the Ruby. They were the ones who actually wanted the Alice for themselves, so that's a good decision. But on the other side, YS immediately responds back with an EX Borg. Most like this can be very flexible, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people play Arlot in the gold lane, some people play X-Borg in the gold lane, so it can be either way. But anyways, this is two side laners, the X-Borg and the Arlot. One will have gold advantage, one will have the XP. What is that? I told you that this Baksha pick is meant to throw us off, and that's what they did. What is this?
Okay.
Joseph,
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, this is ego. This is ego draft straight away. Bro said, nah, I'm gonna be winning this 1v1 assassin matchup, and guess what? I'm gonna be picking out another one. Dude picked up a Ling on 2025. Crazy.
And this is probably the first Ling of the entire tournament. I would say the first Ling I have seen in this entire season, I would say. I don't really know which season it is. I think it's season 32 or season 33. Or is it 35 or 34? I did not really keep track of that, but honestly, this is one of the first Ling I have seen in the entire season so far, and it's in a tournament of Mythic Showdown, and it is in the hands of the right person. I mean, if there's anyone in India who can play the Ling and make it work in any meta, I think it is this guy, right? Joseph here. So it will be really interesting to see if Joseph can pull off the incredible and impossible tonight with this Ling up against a Hayabusa and Grok. On top of that, you have a Yves and X-Borg as well that you have to deal with. So there is a lot for this Ling to do here tonight. But of course, Joseph is the guy who has always been the man when he's playing that jungle role. So yeah, with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an interesting match between Yellowstone and RNTX. Nobody actually thought that Yellowstone will make it to the upper brackets of, I would say, to the 2-0 bracket where they can actually qualify directly for the round robin without playing any more matches. But here we are, and we are going to witness if Yellowstone can go up against one of the tournament favorites and secure their slot in that round robin phase. We are in the Mythic Showdown Season 2. This is the Swiss stage, day 7. And the one who wins tonight is going to qualify directly for the round robin. And they are just going to have a very long rest for the next 2 weeks.
Absolutely. They will have enough rest and enough preparation. But with it, just like Fred mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this is the land of dawn. This is server Mumbai. So RNTX has a little bit of an advantage. So let's see if their confidence will show it up. Of course, myself, Ray, and I'm joined by Fredo on the casting desk. And here is going to be the emblems. And looking at it, there is nothing much out of the ordinary just yet. They are going to be poking out for a while. A few spells wasted here and there. But Ling goes in for a little bit of a crit right there on the emblem, which is a good choice. And Mirio is going quite ahead as well. Out of that, I think none of it is like something to point out on the emblem side. But okay, Yuzhong is going for the penetration. So I think a little bit of damage will show from his side, and also Warcry on
Oh,
both of them. It's
yeah,
really
and take a look.
interesting.
Ricky is
Oh,
actually suffering. He might get first blooded, and there it goes. First blood secured by Afraid. And this is Mirio on the Alice, not Aaron. Actually, quite surprising. And if you
crazy
take a look at
man.
the emblems, I what the only odd thing that I found there is, of course, the Eve. He has the tenacity here, and
I think
Savage
it's because
Warrior.
of Ling, man. He
Yeah,
wants
honestly,
to survive, yeah.
not just the Ling. I would say even
Yuzhong as well.
the Yuzong as well, right? He knows that he's going to get targeted in those team fights, so the extra
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
tankiness, damage reduction will actually help him. Oh, into the jungle area though. Kai falls. Oh
Whoa!
my god! Two-member caught in that ultimate, and Mirio will be the one to decide the fate of Savage Warrior there. And so might Lemonade fall here, but that will not be the case. Ricky is still level 3. He already went down once. He was the first blood actually, so this is not looking good here for Yellowstone to go for this engage in the turtle area. But I don't know what Ricky and Lemonade are thinking right now, which could be in trouble. And Ricky actually takes down, which he's going in for another one. Mirio could be in trouble as well, but no more spells or
Mhm.
skills left here to take him down. And this turtle will not be contested by either side.
I think, Fredo, I just realized the Alice pick was mainly because of the level 4 early, because we saw what happened, right? Since he had the level 4 early on, he could go for that early engage and push them
Yep.
back. But slowly they're coming in, responding. But let's see, turtle fight.
Oh my god, the Haya did not really land the shadow. The dragon just cancelled it. Joseph gets the turtle. Will they go in for the kill here? Godkai seem to be in trouble. He does not have the Ugi shadow kill. And Godkai will be taken down here by Aaron, the creator. Kaizen versus Aaron. A very, very interesting matchup actually, because these two, I would say boys, young boys out there have been just showing their skills on that goal lane, and already have made a name for themselves in the community. A lot of people know these guys. Aaron Brink from
Mhm.
Sikkim and Skyzen from Nagaland already. People know that these guys are the future. And yeah, right now everyone's looking up to them. But into the goal lane, they're already putting a lot of pressure on Aaron. They know what he can do. But for now, the fact that Yellowstone is already behind by 2k goal lead is not really looking good for them.
Absolutely right, Fredo, because I think this engages will show up soon. Look at that, onto the bottom end. Oh,
Oh,
Hayabusa.
my goodness, he's forced to use Yugi Shadow kill. He could still fall though. And Joseph is the one who secures that kill. And they're going with the Tempest of
RWM.
Blades. Joseph, not enough damage yet. He will still try to go and pick up the blades though. And still deal a lot of damage. He goes back as well. And now Skyzen, 5 people on a single person. And they will fall there. Ricky comes in from behind. He goes in for Joseph. He can take down Witch as well. But Witch will force out the flicker into the backline though. Savage Warrior getting taken down as well. This is looking like a demolition for Yellowstone, as they have lost every single member out there. Instant replay coming in once again. The fact that God Kais was forced to pop off that ultimate, it just shows that there's so much pressure being put on this guy.
Absolutely, because that's the main thing about Ling versus, not Ling, Hayabusa versus Ling and Lancelot. Whoever pops off that ultimate early on, they don't have the immunity. But Ricky over here was able to recuperate at least a little bit of, the lead that they lost, at least get a kill. But I don't think it would be enough. On the other side, though, look at God Kais. He's still getting so much pressure by Mirio alone. And I'm not sure what do they have in store. Yes, they have the X-Borg with the... Oh
Wow.
my god, God Kais.
Wow.
We took off ice for a second, and even his shadows are still there, showing he tried to run, but Mirio
Oh
said
my god.
completely no, and he's not able to. And God Kai 0-for-1 on a Hayabusa. It's basically game over. He cannot have any more lead. He just has to farm until he can just get to level 15 right now, because 0-for Hayabusa cannot do anything in this
My
phase.
God,
And even
Skyzen.
Skyzen.
And with that, Black Dragon form being popped off here, not enough damage on God Kais with Yugi Shadow kill. And look at Afraid, he's doing a 3v1 right now, and he's completely unbothered by the presence of 2 members. God Kais will fall. Savage Warrior is forced to pop off the ultimate, but there's nothing that he can do. He does not have the items, he does not have the damage. But Joseph has the turtle, and he's looking for more. He'll take that creep away as well. And with that, Take a look at the way things are setting up here. Already 5k gold into the hands. Take a look at the level ranking as well. The EX billionaire Mirio from the side of RNTX. He's already putting so much pressure all alone. And on top of that, even afraid as well with the Bakshia is just causing more and more problems. There is no way that anyone from the side of Yellowstone can bother them. Not even the X-Borg, because he does not really have any items. Even though he has true damage, what can you do if you're getting your, armor melting down before you can do anything, right?
That's the main thing, the main weakness of Xborg. But let's take a look into the items, but not before what's happening on the
Wow.
top lane. God Kai's gets taken down again and again and again, and right now he's at 061. And he's only done with Warex, while Ling is moving to the second item already, about to be completing that Haas's Claw. Kimi is done with 2 items. And even I think Alice is basically done with 2 items, because that is close to 2 items being done. Even the Yuzhong,
Yeah.
everybody's ahead of the Hayabusa right now, which is the worst outcome. Gold laner as well, Xborg is also only on a single item. And Eve, she's doing the worst out here. She doesn't even have her first item. Her Grok has the dominant size, but she is not able to get the glowing one yet, which really goes to show the massive gold deficit that the side of Team Yellowstone has right now. And looks like bottom lane gonna be pressure putting in. Meteor preparing his flicker and Throne of Ruin any second, but look at that. Ling gets that Haas's Claw, getting even more crit rate, a little bit more attack speed, and more sustain. And he's slowly gonna be becoming unkillable. Yuzhong as well gets the War X. And only now Savage. Oh, what just happened? Aaron?
Okay. That seems to be an overextension on the part of Aaron, and he will be punished for that. And that is a small ray of hope here for Yellowstone to actually make something happen. Let's see if the Hayabusa will go for the turtle or not. Actually, he's getting troubled by the Bakshia, actually, who is actually handling him all alone. Into the bottom side, though. Take a look at Skyzen. He will fall into the hands of Witch, and they're looking for more here. Ricky could fall as well. Tempest of Blades. Ricky will fall. Joseph still styling on that Ling. And that is, of course, the way he has always played any hero that he plays. And for that reason, there will be no trouble. Okay, God Guys could be in trouble here though. Will there be a revenge kill coming in? Petrify combo lands onto God Guys. God Guys has the Yugi Shadow kill, but he will still get taken down before he can complete it. There is not enough damage, there is not enough sustain, but the enemy has everything that they lack. And that's why Yellowstone still will not be able to do anything up against RNTX.
It is just completely, in a way, like very disgusting amount of damage that's showing up even from a Yuzhong. That's the difference, you know. It's the fact that he had the War Axe and the Hunter Strike combo done. It's not just Fury Hammer, guys. It's 2 damage items on a Yuzhong, and you can clearly see the difference. The Sha Essence was enough for the Hayabusa to get taken down once his immunity was up, and right now the top lane turret is getting pressured in, so much so, look at the KDA, it is basically 3 for 16, the difference is just massive, close to a 9,000 gold lead approaching as we go to that 8.2k goal advantage mark on the side of Revenant X Spark, and the Lord's gonna be coming up in a few seconds as well, and there is just no window for them to go. But look at Ling.
Oh my god, 1v1 kill, and will he be able to escape? Yes, he will. No, he does not. Ricky gets that kill onto Joseph. Both junglers down at the moment, but that does not really create an opening here as the jungler is not available. Both the teams will not contest for the Lord either, even though the Lord is not up yet. Yeah, but I mean, there could have been an opportunity here for Joseph to go for the Lord, but we know Joseph, right? We know Joseph, he likes to style whenever he plays the assassins, and that's what he just did. And take a look at the goal difference between the Ling and the Hayabusa. 3k goalie difference, and take a look at level as well. He is 4 levels ahead. Oh my goodness, Aaron once again could be in trouble here, and he will fall. Finally, a comeback moment could arrive here for Yellowstone, but let's see if they can make it happen or not, which will not allow that to happen. There comes the last insanity. Skysing trying his best to stay alive, but it will not happen. Which gets a triple with the Sky Piercer. He can go for a Maniac right now. Ricky is still trying his best to survive, but will there be an outplay? It does not seem to be the case. Which still going in. He wants to get the Maniac, and yes, he will. There comes the Godlike for Witch.
That was a lot of time bought from Ricky, I'm gonna be honest, and it really felt like he was gonna be extremely close to getting it as well. And Kai's, he is not having a good day tonight because repeatedly, again and again, he gets taken down. We're going to be having that instant replay of what just occurred in this last team fight. You can clearly see the Skypiercer stacks kicking in non-stop from the side of Witch as he was able to get the double kill and even make it a triple. And he was very close to the Maniac, but he was not able to do it because look at the amount of time that Ricky bought, but no amount of time will stop the inevitable, which was of course being getting taken down by Witch himself, godlike into the hands of none other than the veteran, showing his experience. And right now with the new name as well, he's showing it, and with it the Lord has spawned in. They can go in for something. Oh, what is that? God Kaiser don't have enough damage to really do. And Joseph, look at him, he doesn't care. He's just standing. He's just like, yeah, do whatever you want. You're not going to be dealing enough damage because I'm 4 levels ahead of you and you are 2-3 items behind, so there's nothing that can be done. He's not even coming for the Lord. He's really aware that there's too much zoning. He's 4 items in, and Hayabusa's on his second. There's nothing they can do.
What is Joseph doing? Okay, Joseph knows that Godkais doesn't have the ultimate, and that's why he is going to hunt down the prey.
Oh my god.
This is called survival of the fittest, and right now there is no other guy than Joseph who is fit enough to be called the best jungler of India. But right now he could be in trouble. But Godkais could fall as well. Witch takes him down. There should be a double fear coming up for Witch. And yes, he will get a double kill up against Ricky. Added into the backline, creating havoc all alone in a partnership with Afraid. And with that, they get everyone down except Skyzen. What can a young boy from Nagaland do against 5 people who have already been playing under the same team for such a long time? What can he do?
Yeah, bot lane is exposed and so is the top, and even the mid lane. Each lane is exposed, and with it, the game number 1 is going to be going into the hands of Revenant X Spark as they take this 1-pointer in this best of 3 series, getting a little bit closer to qualifying for the round robin phase, aka the LAN qualifiers itself. Victory appears on the screen for them as Revenant X Spark right now will take a little bit of a breather and take a chill pill because they basically just need a 1 more win to clean sweep and get into the round robin to get their well-deserved rest so they can prepare to face even greater challenges. But at the same time, Yellowstone, they are going to be the ones trying to go against the tide and wave and make sure to push it to a game number 3. But will it be possible? Let's see, as the servers right now will get shifted. Maybe this was just a case of Godkais playing in Mumbai server and really being severely disadvantageous on an assassin. But maybe getting back to the Bengal server will give him the advantage. But what is this? Afraid is the one who gets an MVP with 0 deaths and a bunch of assists and a really big teamfight participation, Fredo.
Yeah, honestly, he was doing a phenomenal job, just putting so much pressure onto Godkais, and Godkais did not really have an answer to the invasion coming through from the side of Revenant X Spark. And honestly, I have gotta give credit to Mr. Mirio as well, because he was already dominating his lane, even though that should not be the case, right? When you're having an Arlott versus an Alice, I think it's an even matchup, and the Arlott can, just try to turn the team fights around with his own setups. At the same time, Alice can do the same. But in that 1v1, the Alice was already clearly dominating the Arlott, and that's where things started to turn around. The EXP already started falling off. They lost control of the front line. Alice was just heavily diving in, and the game just started going their way. And of course, if you have your front lines dominating, the back lines just dominate automatically, right? And that's why this time around, which will be one, he's having 11 kills. I think he had around 60 or 70 stacks on the Skypiercer as well. So it was a fairly one-sided game from Revenant X Spark.
Yeah, it was really one-sided. It was, the snowball started immediately. The main spark, no pun intended, the main spark immediately came in from Mirio initiating on that level 4. The moment he became level 4, his eyes were dead set on making sure that Godkais does not get anything, because in a dual fighter composition, ADC is the main damage dealer, right? So they knew the problem, they knew the troublemaker, and they took him down each time, making sure that Godkais did not get a single moment to really do anything. And you can see the head-to-head right now. Look at the damage dealt and the differences and everything. Turret damage almost 8,000 from Yu Zhang, while Skyzen was not even able to touch a single one. Damage dealt close to twice. Look at that. Godkais is still very impressively like 30,000 damage dealt compared to Ling's 40,000. So I think he was in damage department. He was not doing that bad, but what can we do, man? Because he was just getting so much pressure. But yep, I think Afraid does get the MVP, but you can clearly see the main, DPS here. 52,000 damage dealt, insane, on just such a 13-minute game.
And these days, a lot of people have been playing the Kimi on with the Demon Hunter, and you can already see why it works, because the meta is just full of tanky heroes, and the best item that works against tanky heroes is, of course, the Demon Hunter, and we're just showing it as well. Mirio, the main man here, who started everything, who, like you said, started the spark, which led to the, I would say, burning down the whole jungle on the side of Yellowstone, as you can see right now. On the screen, we have our rich guy, our carry, Sandbag, and the wingman, where the Sandbag will be Legionnaire on that Grog, who was not able to do anything, even with whatever advantage that he gets from his kit himself. On the other side, Aaron was the one who dealt the most damage. Honestly, I was really surprised by that, because I thought it will be okay. I actually thought it will be the Kimi, but it's actually Aaron.
Makes sense, because Kimi takes a little bit time to get, become online, but Yuzhong can deal, especially a gold lane Yuzhong, he can dish out the damage from like level 1, right? You just get the first skill and then now start fighting, because Xborg cannot exactly take you down until, he also gets that level 4. But Yuzhong, the moment he gets level 3, he can do 1, 2, 3 combo and boom, his armor is down. And we saw that on the bottom lane on the first, I think, 2 minutes before they even got the level 4, Skyzen was getting forced inside his turret. And that was because he was dishing out the damage non-stop. But with it, ladies and gentlemen, the draft timer has started. In 2 minutes, we're going to be heading straight into the game of this best of 3 series, game number 2, where Revenant X Spark right now will play on a slight disadvantage, which is going to be the Bengal server. And maybe this time around, the side of Peak to Plummet can show something more, but maybe experience might come out on top. We are hoping for either of the, of course, the outcomes. It can be a clean sweep, which would be really great for the Revenant X Spark, or basically which Aaron, their fan base, or it will also be good for any of the teams that are supporting for Yellowstone. So let's see how how this match really evolves, because I think Ricky was trying to do something. I think it almost came down. I do think he was the highlight moment from Yellowstone. So maybe in the next game, with a little bit bans being changed, they can go for something new and maybe they can pull off a miracle. But let's see. It's not like they're losing everything, because the loser tonight, he goes into the 2-1 brackets to fight one more time until, of course, they can get into the round robin. It's not over for them. And this is not an elimination. This is the qualifiers for the round robin phase. Let me remind you, the one who wins tonight, he just gets the shortcut. Not shortcut, technically they did fight a really long battle, but they just basically rest, They get 3 wins, and with it they will be chilling in the round robin leaderboard until the rest will join. Secret Shine is already there, being the first team, and let's see which one is going to be the next.
Sacred Shrine is already there, and they are already like the clear favorites as well. One of the favorites, actually, to win the tournament. At the same time, RNTX is also another team that everyone is looking out for. I said, well, though, the only ones who were who were heavily favorites, but not really, they did not really make it to the open qualifiers. Instead, surprisingly, Yellowstone are here. Yellowstone, this is actually an opportunity as well for them, because they have definitely not been the clear favorites. But right now is a very good chance for them to prove why they made it here and why they actually deserve this spot instead of anyone else. Because of course they have made it here by winning 2 BO1s back to back, and of course winning the third one right now will make sure that they qualify directly to the round robin stage, where they can fight for that LAN event spot. But for now, RNTX stands in their way, and they're not going to let it happen that easily. And on top of that, if you think about it, they are not really playing on the Mumbai server this time. They do have some advantage as they're playing on the Bengal server. But if they cannot make the advantage count, then the journey for them has to be the longer way.
Yep, they will have to take that roundabout and try to reach perfect round robin phase. Wow, roundabout on a round robin. That is funny. I did not intended that, but yeah. Anyways, let's see if they have to take the shortcut or do they have to just go around the whole way. But having the 2-0 brackets, they're basically one of those teams that have been either you can say they're lucky or you can say they have been playing it really well, because 2 wins is not easy, right? Because best of one series can be anyone. We saw SATL, clearly the fan favorites, getting a loss, right? And they are right now in the 2-1 brackets as well, because they won yesterday, but still they went down to the 1-1. So anything is a possibility in the Swiss stage. And of course, Fredo, I think we're going to be having the live draws later as well, right? We'll announce it, don't worry. But anyways, RNTX right now on the first pick side as Yellowstone gets that second pick. This is going to be the Bengal server, and in this server Yellowstone should be having a little bit more comfort. But there we go, previous draft is coming in. Let's see which heroes get banned again or re-picked again, or there's a chance of a respect ban showing up as well. But let's see. So far I think the bans have been very similar, Fredo.
Yeah, the bans are pretty similar. The CC has been denied once again, which is always the first ban choice for a red side. They do not want to give away a hero that has a lot of flexibility and also always dominates in the laning phase. So yeah, CC getting denied here by the side of Yellowstone. On the other side, they go for a Hilda ban here, which probably means the side of RNTX are looking for a Yisun, Shin, Hayabusa or a Lancelot jungle. But other than that, what else could they be looking for here? They're actually going in for a Fredrin ban on the side of Yellowstone. I'm really surprised to see this, because in this meta, I mean, of course, these heroes work, but that it's Joseph playing on the other side, and he already showed what he can do with that link, of course. So right now, I think they should focus down on Joseph as well, or maybe Miriel, because I feel like the last game, even though he was not really in the spotlight because he was playing the EXP and just providing those setups and assists. But I feel like Miro is of course one of the main men, so banning out the EXP is also kind of justified. But then again, you're leaving out options for which. So I'm not really sure about how they want to prioritize the bans here.
I actually agree with you. But at the same time, I think this is why, ladies and gentlemen, I think mentioning the server is so important. I think there's a little bit of a mental play here, because you see, Fredo, since this is going to be Bengal server, Team RNTX is going to be the one playing a little bit of a high latency, right? So
Yeah.
I think they're expecting that Joseph will not play assassin this game and will play the best tank jungle. So I think that is their mentality. I think that's what this is why I think the server mention is so important. You actually get to know why they are doing this. I believe that is the reason. But yep, RNTX can still, especially Joseph, he can still go for a full-on ego draft and just decide, you think I might play a fighter jungle on a higher MS, but I'll still play an assassin. So I think that is still a possibility. Let's just wait. For now, RNTX will get the hands into the Lapu Lapu, which was banned in the previous game, as you can clearly see. And with it, what does Yellowstone respond with? They have the Alice, they got the Kimi, they can go even with the Arlot as well, which worked really well in the last game. I think the best, honestly. So let's see. I would honestly trade the Alice and the Kimi though, since there's no Baksha. But let's see.
Oh yeah, the Baksha and the Kimi. Oh my goodness, this time the Grog actually shows up once again. Lemonade, of course, in the last game he did try his best to perform really well, but of course, it was not really possible. But this game, I feel like with this Kimi into the back line, he can be the fortress that he was meant to be. Grok is of course a fortress, and right now he just needs someone to be dishing out the damage from the back lines, which is exactly what the Kimi can do. But in the last game where they picked up the Eve, when I did mention that the Farsa could be an option, oh my god, I knew this was coming. So yeah, the Farsa directly shows up here. RNTX will not waste their time thinking about Eve or Farsa, because they know the Farsa is always the better choice when you're going up against the Kimi.
What is this? Afraid pulls up one of his signature picks, which is going to be the Franco. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a little bit unfamiliar, you might say, like, why Franco? Why Franco? No, it's actually one of his signature heroes, one of the heroes that he has really high games on, and he has a good hook rate. And of course, the Franco can always be used for the suppression. So right now, Yellowstone are kinda cooked if they pick any assassin because there is gonna be afraid either pulling their purple buff or most likely disturbing their flow by always being the one with the suppression because you cannot cancel suppression easily. Yes, you can with a knockup, but guess what? You can rush in with the Winter Crown, right? That is gonna be the possibility. But Yellowstone does the good decision of making sure at least the Alice doesn't go back into the hands of RNTX because this Lapu Lapu again can go into the hands of the gold lane Aaron. So I think this Alice is a good choice overall. But let's see, let's wait out. The bans are going to be coming in. I think RNTX will, yep, they're going to be focusing on the marksman. They don't have to worry about assassins right now because they have another, just like you said, fortress. There's going to be a, you know, a chain making sure that whoever that assassin is, he's wrapped around on it, that he doesn't get to do much chaos in of their team, especially to protect the Farsa, basically.
I'm not really sure about this Franco pick though, because the hooks will be lagging, so you know the hooks will be lagging.
you know, he can. You just have to. What if Fredo? See, what if you're a bad hooker and you're playing in an opposing server and you're lagging, right? You hook early, but your hook, since you're hooking early, the lag makes your hook land on time. You know? Am I cooking?
Yeah. I get it. I get what you're saying here. I know what you're trying to cook here, bro.
But anyways, look at that. A lot of repicks have been done. Last game, the Lapu Lapu was banned out, but this time he will be going into the hands of RNTX, and the Grok has been stolen by Team Yellowstone. So maybe what? Let's see. To be fair, I think the Grok wasn't that impactful last game. So let's see. Maybe this time around with the Kimi on table. Oh, Yellowstone immediately goes in with a very confident Lancelot. Against the Franco. He can immune this though. Lancelot does have more immunity. But is it gonna be enough, Fredo?
Let's see what they pick up here. I will not make any guesses, but I'll just point out the fact that the side of YS actually have a lot more tankiness as compared to the previous game. Of course, the Grok is still the same, but the Alice is actually a better pick. Instead of a, oh my God, what is showing up right now? What is Joseph even thinking of doing here?
Damn.
I mean, he's never really the conventional guy. You know, he's always the guy who stands out. And right now, he's trying to stand out once again, picking up a Martis as the frontliner. And of course, you know, because they already have a Franco into the back line. Even the Harriet is kind of a short-range goal laner, so he's going to play front line as well. So yeah, this lineup of RNTX is very, very executional. Considering they are playing on a server that does not really favor them, I'm really thinking as to who is calling the shots here for this draft.
But one good thing though, Fredo, you know, Martis has been recently gotten buffed. So like maybe with that buff, with a little bit of a more damage, and also your Skypiercer stacks actually affect how your, you know, with the Martis, before you use the decimation, you get an indicator, right, that this is a confirmed kill. Before, it doesn't take Skypiercer into account. Right now it takes Skypiercer into account, so you actually get that mark early on if you have more stacks. That's one of the main buffs, that he has optimization and a little bit more attack speed and a little bit more attack. But it doesn't, I think, matter much, because Martis is one of the heroes that you do need to go full tank or semi-tank after the Skypiercer. So I think those buffs don't matter. I think the Skypiercer optimization is much more important. So let's see if it's going to be impactful enough though. Maybe Joseph is the one trying to get the, you know, maniacs or the highlight play of tonight, but with it we're going to be looking into, of course, their spells. This is 8 flickers, ladies and gentlemen. There is not a single different spell, just the retributions, and basically everyone's going to be going for either the aggression or the retreat with a faster blink on the table. But on the goal lane, it's going to be that classic Nathan versus Harris matchup, and on the jungle it's going to be a little bit unconventional, the Lancelot versus the Martis. But one good thing about the Martis, he's immune as well. One of the only fighters that can immune a lot of skills. So maybe that's what Joseph is really trying to cook over here.
What I'm not really sure about is why Afraid kept his name Afraid instead of keeping it Fear, Fear sounds a lot cooler, but he still went for the name Afraid. I don't really know what he's afraid of. But yeah,
You did
that's
that joke for the fun. I see. Got it. Got it. But
yeah, honestly, like Fear actually sounds way more cooler, right? If you think about it, because you're definitely something that people will fear because of your gameplay. But here, his name is Afraid. Does he want the enemy to be afraid of him, or is he afraid that the enemies will be afraid of him? I don't really know, but whatever, whatever. Let's keep it aside. Those were just my intrusive thoughts making their way. But now, this time around, we're going to see which could be the potentially the final match between RNTX X Spark and Yellowstone. This time around, it's already a 1-0 advantage for RNTX. All they need is just one more match and they could be into the round robin stage directly. But will they get it this time onto the Bengal server, or are we going to see something else happening? Ladies and gentlemen, we all welcome you to Mythic Showdown Season 2. This is the 7th day of the Swiss stage, and the game just keeps getting interesting.
absolutely right. Myself, I am Ray joining Fed on the casting desk, and just like you mentioned, this could be a potential last match of course, tonight. But let's see what will happen, because this series can be quite long. It can be dragged on because this time the gold laners are not the fighter ones. It is the conventional one, the Nathan versus Harriet matchup. But let's take a look into the emblems. Franco, of course, goes in with the basic emblem for that mana regeneration. The mages go for a little bit of that movement speed, especially the Grak. And assassins, they go with extremely, not the assassin, the jungler, sorry, go in with the exact emblem setup. But let's see how much that works out, because I think other than that, nothing is to be pointed out. Yep, roamers are going for the movement speed. They really want to abuse the expanding river buff that is in this game so they can rotate much faster. But look at that, Joseph and Godkais reach the level 4 mark at the same time around, so maybe they can go for something right now. Let's see.
Anything could be happening. Okay, they do not go for anything at the moment. But with that, Joseph is already... Okay, he's not really at the turtle side. He's actually at the bottom lane right now. And Lemonade is immunes the hook as well. Joseph trying to use the claws of death to try and make something, but nothing comes out of it yet. Nobody's approaching the turtle as of now. The first one to make a move will definitely be Mirio, it seems, once again. But he still holds on to that bravest fighter. Ricky as well arrives to the scene. Okay, got guys. He's trying to dash through. And with that, his puncture is on cooldown. That is one thing for sure. So, Mirio will try to jump in. He wants... And he will zone out Godkai. Godkai still makes his way, but he will not find that retribution. Mirio might be the one getting caught this time around. Skyzen as well arrives to the scene. 5-man rotation, but there comes the Feathered Airstrike, dishing out a lot of damage. And with that, Joseph into the backline trying to go for Godkais, but there will be the bloody hunt. And wait, what is happening here? What is happening here? Joseph and Mirio. What was that?
I don't get it. It was very chaotic because for some reason, even Afraid like ulted Ricky. Like out of all the people, that was kind of weird. So I think a little bit of slight miscommunication happened there, because I think we're gonna get a instant replay of what just occurred. Nathan really dished out the damage as much as possible, but they immediately retreated. The damage did come in for the Fed. Look, like you'll notice here, right? Like Ricky, he gets ulted right here. I don't get it. They're just. They're just watching. They're just emoting. Yeah. I think they're like afraid. What are you doing, man? Like really? Yeah. I think that was a real, that really bra moment.
That was a reaction. Yeah, that is probably the reaction that they give to Afraid. I mean, I feel like Joseph is actually, he actually picked the smartest because Afraid picked the Franco or something. I don't know.
Could be, because so far though they have not really gotten a kill. But look at that! Oh.
Joseph, he gets caught. He already used up the second phase of his dash, and that's why Lemonade just places that wall perfectly. And they get that kill onto Joseph. But with that, the pause kicks in right away. Seems like we'll have some time before, of course, the issues are resolved. But yeah, taking a look at the positions of the players right now. Joseph is already down on the map, and Lemonade is, of course, He's trying his best to provide some more zoning, and we can already see that God Kai is just trying to take away that blue buff as well. But when the unpause happens, what I'm really wondering is if this Lapu Lapu will dive in on the Kimi or not. Because, take a look at the Kimi, right? The Kimi is actually in a very good position to be getting taken down here.
Absolutely. I think, right? See, Mirio and Savage Warrior, they're basically just a few like steps away, but he's trying to moving out of his way. So, and I think there's expanding river as well, right? Yeah, the troll's going to be coming in. So maybe the movement speed can help the Kimi to move out, but at the same time, that's Mirio. He has the flicker, so he can opt for it any second. So with it, the 0-1 score still is going to be remaining, of course, because we are in Zawardo moment. But damn, Farsa with those moves. Slay girl, she said. Damn.
One of the best
Look at her.
skins of Farsa.
Yeah, one of the
Honestly.
best, of course, one of the best. And look at her, such a diva. Holy hell, even coming with the AFK animation. Look at that. She's just flexing over here, her chair and everything. But the one with the throne is going to be the Alice, who's actually flying right now with, of course, the enhanced skill. But until, of course, the pause undone, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we give a 3-minute pause for anybody in case of, any technical difficulties faced by the players. But until then, of course, we'll see what happens. There's also a recall happening in the mid phase, right? Yep. I think Lemonair, is he trying to recall? No, he's just recall taunting, I think, on none other than Joseph. I would not recommend that because
Oh my god. If he's taunting on Joseph, then bro, come on, chill out, bro. You don't want to make that guy angry. You know what he can do, right? Of course, sometimes it just backfires on him, but that
Funny.
means you're gonna get decimated in the third game.
that is Levi just lying down. But anyways, we're back on action.
And with that, Lemonair is actually recalling back to base. He was not recalling on Joseph. But if
Okay.
Joseph just took it in the wrong way, okay, Joseph emoting as well. Maybe he's about to Dattibayo. He's about to Dattibayo Lemonair or something. But for
Really
now,
awesome.
okay, goal ranking coming up right on your screen. Aron is the one leading, and Skyzen is not much behind actually. So it's still not really bad news here for Yellowstone. But the thing is, even with that one turtle that they got, oh my god, this time around the hook lands perfectly. Bloody Hunt connects, and God Kais will be the one falling down first. Ricky tries to save his teammate, but the wall could save him. But oh my goodness, Joseph is the one who will fall down instead. Mirio still decides to go in, but Aaron arrives with the dashes and he takes down Ricky. They're going in for more. Afraid tries to go in for the flicker hook, does not really connect, but Aaron still keeps looking for more. They finally end the fight, but the score is 2-2 now. They take down 2 members for 1.
That kill on Martis was really important. I think, really stopping Snowball. But look at, oh my god, Mirio. Ooh, the
Trying
hook.
his best. Once again, the hook comes through and Godkais is forced to use the flicker. Godkais does not survive. The bombardment from which takes him down. And that is a bad news here. RNTX have just taken back the control of the match. Pause meta, that is what you call it.
Pause matter, right? But anyways, 3-4-2 score right now. And oh, look at it on the bottom lane. Lemonair gets taken down by Aaron because Aaron has just gotten his Starlim Scythe, and that really gives him that true damage. You can clearly notice it's popping up, and it's already putting the pressure on the tanky heroes. And this is time for the tanky heroes to be slowly building up on those HP items. But oh god, Kais and Joseph. Oh, Joseph just got retry gapped right here.
No problem, I guess, as these guys, they're probably saving their retry for something else. But for now, Aaron does not really have mana. But if he had mana there, I feel like Ricky could have been the one in trouble. Mirio already pushing down lanes as well. Just the turtle is all they have right now to show for everything. Yellowstone not really looking in favor of winning this game as they're losing towers. And of course, not getting a lot of gold as well. Oh my god, Afraid trying to be as annoying as he can with the iron hooks. Because that is what the Franco does best, annoying your opponents.
And I think with it, we will soon see the side of Team RNTX slowly start to increase their snowball. But let's look at the itemization. Martis and the Kimi, both of them have their Sky Piercer, but the Kimi is trying to build up a little bit. But look at the gold ranking. Aaron is quite ahead actually, almost 1,000 goal lead ahead of Skyzen right now. Yep, exactly 1,000 goal. So you can clearly see the difference being made.
Oh,
Joseph just recall taunting right here in front of Lemonair. I think Fredo, he
wow.
took it personally.
Wow. And that is how you distract the enemy roamer from guarding their backliner and secure a kill. I hope Lemonair will learn the lesson now because he could have actually protected Mr. Skies in there, but he was watching. What is Joseph even thinking? Actually, that is what his plan was all along,
Yep.
to
To
distract you.
confuse your enemy, you must confuse yourself, and that's what's basically
Yeah.
happening. Lemonair right now takes a
Whoa.
retreat, but what is that?
Nice hook there. And Mirio goes in for the right member. He wants to go in for Savage Warrior. Can he get a double here? The flicker saves Savage, but Bitch gets him down. He is on a killing spree. And with that, Afraid, his hooks have been just amazing.
Absolutely, this is what you get when you get your main hero on your place, and this is why I was mentioning that, a lot of people, if you see the Franco,
Oh.
look at that, entropy.
Joseph, he gets the kill and he survives under a tier 2. What is happening right now? But he will fall into the hands of God, guys. But damn, that was something. I did not really think he could survive there, but he has a killing spree. The
Yep.
regen just helps him get away from that. And man, these are some really good hooks from Afraid as well, honestly. His hooks are actually the reason why they have been able to get these kills out of nowhere because Yellowstone do not really expect, but they suddenly land and you are caught off guard.
Yep. And because of this, Kaizen right now he's getting pushed into what just
Wow.
happened. We just came back into a live match and we see a 1 versus 1 won by Mirio. But look at that mid lane.
Oh my god, Lemonair already getting taken down by Aaron twice in this match already. And that already goes to show as to how much damage this Harriet is having right now. The Harriet is already very, very farmed. And the thing
carry.
is, you do not want a Harriet to be farmed actually. That is going to be one of your biggest problems because he does not dish out magic damage in the late game. He dishes out true damage. He will just, keep popping off that Salium Sky
Wonderful.
passive and he will just chunk down any frontliner. Doesn't matter if it's the Alice or the Grok. Even though, of course, the Alice and the Grok are one of the best ones to, soak up a lot of damage. Even they will get melted down.
Absolutely
And
right.
this should get easy, Lord, here.
Yep.
Oh,
No, Lord. What? The wall reset it. The wall
Nice one
reset it,
there.
Lord.
Oh, Bloody Hunt connects onto Ricky and comes with the hook as well. Oh my god, Afraid. Did Savage Warrior not realize that Joseph is on a triple? He wants to go in for the Maniac. He can decimate.
Stop.
Skyzen. And yes, he will. Maniac for Joseph. And here he goes. What is he doing there? Oh my god, what was that?
We said the maniac madness for a reason. I think he
Yeah.
really was mad right there because we don't get it why he thought that like 1% HP he could take a full grog down. But yeah, it was funny. But that hook, Afraid, I think he's gonna be showing the proof that you do not give the Franco at all at any cost. Triple kill goes into the favor of Joseph. This is why Joseph. We asked for the pictures. Look at you.
Maniac.
You get the
And-
maniac madness with your
Yeah.
face on it.
And take a look at this. What did he just do there? I don't know why he had to go inside the tower. What just happened? I mean, it could be the ping as well. I'm not really sure about that. But whatever it was really funny to look at someone do that, right? And that too in a tournament.
I mean, he really got the madness on, man. After the maniac, he really became
Oh.
a maniac. But look at Lapu.
Mirio, the next mad guy there, but he's not mad. He's going in for the right member. He wants to go in for Ricky, it seems, and he lands the stun. But the ultimate does not really have any more value. But God guys will be the one getting taken down here. By which the Lord is arriving as well. They do have the golden shield, but can they defend it? A lot of resources burned. Take a look at the green lights. All the green lights down already on the side of our NTX. So they won't get any inhibitors. But oh Lord, look at the damage. Ricky, can he survive this? No, he cannot. Joseph, once again, he strikes. And with that, the Lemonair, the Grok, can he survive too? Mirio goes in. He goes in for Savage Warrior. And Savage Warrior will fall as well. Aaron gets the tower. And with that, Joseph is on a frenzy. He gets 2. He gets 3. And with that, he can go in for one more to end it all here for the side of Yellowstone. And it will be the end. RMTX have secured their slot into the round robin stage.
Immediately joining Sicket Shine and becoming the second team to be resting in the round robin phase until the rest 6 teams can join them and give the battle. But for now, RNTX will take a little bit of a breather as Yellowstone right now will take the roundabout, will take that longer road again, try to fight the next game or maybe even the next game, because doesn't mean that they will win the next series as well, because of course the next battle is also going to be tough, because in the lower brackets, or basically the 2-1 or 1-2 brackets, there's still a lot of competitors, but their MVP is going to be going to Mirio. He didn't get it on the first game with such a great initiation in KDA, but this time he gets it, and someone will be really happy, one of our casters, right? But yeah,
Wow.
4-0-11, 71% teamfight participation, and look at the KDA. It was such a short game, not exactly basically 12 minutes, 6 seconds away. And if you look at it, like the goal advantage on Aaron, it's just insane. Like it's 2.8, almost a 3,000 goal advantage on one person. One dude is basically 3,000 goal ahead. That is just insane right there.
And honestly, I don't really know, but I feel like RNTX were probably not, not really 100% in this match, but they still made it work somehow.
I mean, Joseph.
Yeah, honestly, not just Joseph, right? Even Mirio, even Afraid. I mean, there were a lot of moments where they made a lot of blunders, right? Trying to go in for some, some heroic stuff all alone. I mean, Joseph, like the way he just did, go in for that. Inside, like after the maniac, he just went in for the inside the tower, just took one tower hit, and he goes in for the grok as well, and he just gets taken down. I mean, I don't really know how he'll explain it. He probably doesn't need to, but yeah, a lot of
Yeah, he doesn't need
that was a very funny incident. And with that, RNTX actually, I'm pretty sure they were not really at their 100% rate, but they still made it happen against Yellowstone. Yellowstone need to learn a lot from this match. They can probably take a look at the replay and understand where the mistakes were. But tonight, RNTX was just where they were just the better side.
Absolutely right, Feather. Because look at that. Nathan was only able to dish out 10,000 damage this game. He was not able to contribute because he was just getting zoned out by Afraid's hook. He had to go back each time. That is basically 4 times the damage. And even look at that, even with the head-to-head over here, of course, the Martis will be having everything on top, but it is actually impressive. Lancelot took more damage than Joseph, who's a fighter, because of course he was more present in those team fights. But of course, Witch over here with his brand new pose. I mean, we've seen Witch on that old pose, right? You remember that T2K one?
I know, I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that pose.
how many years, how many centuries has it been since we have not get a new picture of Mr. Witch? Of course, the one and only, right? But finally we have a new picture and things are looking refreshing as well. As I know, I mean, if you take a look at his live streams, he's just much more. He's a more happier man now. And even
Definitely.
Mirio, right? Mirio,
Yeah. Look at
boy has
dude.
been so depressed since 1 year, but finally he's getting. I'll say he's just happier as well. Like everyone on RNTX just seems to be happier, and when you're happier,
Yeah.
you play a better game, and that's why tonight they just played the better game as well.
I mean, they're feeling the spark, right? Inside of them,
Yeah.
and that's what they're doing it, laying it out for it. All of us, and let's hope they can do
Look at
it. In
Afraid.
their, yep. Look at Raid. Afraid, bro, he just, he's just happy.
18.
Dude is just
Yeah.
happy, but yeah, total assist 18, and the carry goes to, of course, Mirio. That's the reason he actually got the MVP for more damage dealt, because which was actually better KDA 4-0-13 compared to 4-0-11, but I think the damage dealt really took the the main needle right there. But Aaron, of course, this is what I like. Goal laners getting the rich guy, man. Come on. I really hate it when the other guys get it, because what do you mean goal laner is not getting the highest goal? Like, what? But anyways, RNTX and Yellowstone, of course, Yellowstone especially, GG is well played, but you will take a little bit of a longer road, but it's all good. It's all fine. But until then, we'll wish them the best. And RNTX, they're going to be, going into their gaming chairs and just doing this pose and, resting
Keep
for a
streaming.
while. Keep streaming, yeah, they keep streaming. So make sure you stay, I guess, tuned to that. But of course, stay tuned
Yep.
here as well because, ladies and gentlemen, of course, right now the brackets for the 0-2, 1-1, and 2-0, the Swiss stage phase 3 has been done, and we're going to be going into this phase 4, and which is, of course, the live draws for that will happen tonight at our Discord server, War Drum Esports. The link will be on our YouTube description, as well as I think moderators will pin it, or you can also join it for our Instagram, or you can even search it because, of course, we have a lot of members joining in, and you can be a part of our fam. So make sure you join it. We always host events and giveaways if you're interested. If not, you can always just watch the streams and also be one of the lucky people that we're going to be hosting the giveaways on. So make sure you join. If you're one of the teams, make sure you do. Absolutely, why not? To see who you're facing against, to strategize. And even if you're not, you can join in on our Warriors Calling channel, and you'll be able to see the live draws tonight of the next phase. So, Fredo, anything you want to say?
With that, I guess we have come to the end of the stream. Round 4 will be happening from tomorrow itself. There are no breaks for the teams that have not qualified yet. So yeah, there is no rest here. There is only suffering. And if you're ready to suffer, join tonight at 11 p.m. on the War Drum Discord server. We'll be hosting the live draws, and you will be able to join the exciting draw as well and find out who are your favorite teams facing against. Is it going to be the team that you want them to defeat, or is it going to be the team that is going to defeat your favorite team? If you want to find it out, join the Discord server. And with that,
What is happening?
good night. Good night. Good night, everyone.
What?